All right. That was a quick one. We're back again. So great, 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 great. All right. So we are talking about Akpabio and his shenanigan. So that's what we're going to discuss because we haven't discussed it before. We're going to discuss that one now. I'll just connect it to the YouTube. All right.
Have to investigate such an accusation, you would first of all go into certain areas of the accuser, which goes to credibility at some point, to know whether or not they could be saying the truth or they could be making it up. So in that aspect, Senator Natasha does have a little bit of a comma, like we say, in the aspect of credibility. But that doesn't take away that could have happened to her, because you don't want to minimize the experience that somebody has when it comes to harassment, especially women. We know the world, especially Nigeria, is full of people in position of authority harassing women, either for favors or for whatever even the reason you'll harass, which is a shame that that's the society that we have come from, you see.
I think the only place I disagree slightly with you there is you have to really understand the background of Senator Natasha. Senator Natasha is a woman that is not average woman. She was raised by a medical doctor. Her mother is a Russian. From the origin, she knows what her rights are. Senator Natasha is what we call in the Western country a feminist woman that knows her right. You have to see the fight that she has fought in her life, what she did in Kogi State with the governor, who happened to come from the same environment like her. Knowing that woman, she's a woman that takes no nonsense. You have to understand. And knowing our men in Nigeria, patronizing such a woman is very, very easy. Then she will tell you straight away And I know a lot of people are bringing Reno Omokre out. Reno Omokre is a liar. We know it, and we know it very well. Reno lives in Yorkshire here. He's full of lie. And Reno goes to where his stomach takes him to. Reno have no dignity to even say anything. Reno came out today and he said Senator Natasha paid damages. Let Reno show the damage that was paid for him. What was the settlement? It was a lie. All of that Reno is doing is not different from what Itagiwa, the female senator, said. It's not different from what Kinjibi said. It's not different from what other ridiculous women are supposed to defend what has happened to her have said on the TV. It's not different from what men in Senate said. It's not different from what the wife of the president said. And one thing that we need to learn on this platform, anytime a man is down and 10 is against that man, don't be the 11th man against the person. Currently, DJ Smooth, how many people in power is against Senator Natasha? What do you think? What do you think are the percentage of the people in power in Nigeria that is against Senator Natasha?
It looks like it's every man.
So when a fight is like that, they don't want us to be part of that 11th man to complete their team for them. I want to always be. One day I was listening to a pastor. I'm not always taking lessons from a pastor. And that pastor, he said, every time everybody say, let's go and destroy this person, step back. In this point, all the power that can destroy a human being is against one woman. And all that power is against the whole people of Nigeria. Let's not be their 11th man. Let's be the opposition that we are. If they are playing politics, let's play politics of togetherness. That you own Nigerians' accountability. This Akpabio we are talking about is under investigation for corruption before he becomes the Senate president.
Absolutely.
This Akpabio account for nothing. And I know this Akpabio has been accused by somebody from her own constituency. That woman say, I am the first person to slap a minister. And they asked her on a national TV, what did he do? Did he try to RAP you? He said no. He tried to jump on me. Like grab me, always trying to touch me and ask, you want to have me? And he promised me the biggest director. And I slapped him in that hotel room.
There's no doubt, Mr. Ben, there's no doubt that this Fabio guy, just like most men, I don't want to say every man in Nigeria, most men in Nigeria are guilty of stuff like this, definitely.
So when we know men are guilty of stuff like that, we cannot give excuse. And Natasha is the most beautiful woman in that assembly there. Natasha will be desirable to those crooks. Because just imagine if Natasha is giving in to the man. Every event is going to abroad. Geneva Convention, he will say 3 senators, Natasha will come along.
Yeah.
They have the power.
You know what I saw? Was it on TVC? Was it one member of the House was talking? Again, this goes to, like I said, the word credibility. What they're trying to do is to damage her credibility. You see what I'm saying? That's where I was going. They're trying to damage her credibility so that nobody believes her over Akpabio, right? And one of the things that they stated as a factor of their credibility is the fact that she has 6 children from many men. You see what I'm saying? Which is unfortunate. Does that mean that somebody who decides to have children like that would not be in a position whereby she was harassed. I mean, it doesn't go about. But what they're trying to do, I understand what they're
Good
doing.
evening. Yeah, good evening,
What,
Mr.
what they're doing is to try to destroy her credibility.
Wait to go. Sorry, DJ Hood. Wait to go ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening. I've been following you for some time. I'll just relax and observe.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I also saw that you joined today. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You said throughout creation is the inaction of those that should have acted, the indifference of those that should have known better, the silent voice of justice, when it mattered most, had made it possible for evil to triumph. Yeah, that's by Rodney Walter.
Yes,
now,
that is his quote. Yes.
Yeah. Now, you see, Nigeria is one complex state, and we are fortunate that we are Nigerians, and still unfortunate that we are Nigeria, because you cannot run away from your identity. And the truth is this: Nigeria, the issue confronting Nigeria, be it a Babio issue or whatsoever, is just the issue of hungry and displaced priority. If you watch people, rally around the Senate president. It's not just for the sake of to vindicate him or to exonerate him, but rather because of what they will gain, which is the money.
What they will gain? Okay.
What they will gain.
Exactly what you just said now just remind me of Donny Okupe. About a few weeks ago, Donny Okupe came on the TV and be swinging, supporting this government. And I'm not saying don't support the government, but when you are doing it for personal benefit instead of the collective responsibility of a nation, then I do have a problem with you, because we are in an age at the moment whereby exactly what you say, the silent majority that remain quiet are the problem of the country. If those silent majority are speaking out, then things will be different. When you see the lousy people that you see on the TV yesterday, even some of them, they have no clue. In short, they weaponize hunger so much that they give them granite to come on the street and demonstrate against themselves. They gave them granite. They were chewing it. Why are you here? I don't know. Akpabio to win the presidency. They say, no, he's already a snake president. Okay. They don't know why they are there. They don't. No, it's a shame. This is, my brother, this is not even a laughing matter. This is serious. These people weaponize hunger so much. And when you hear other senators talking, and you can see the ridiculousness in their statement. If you don't have anything to say, just remain mute. If I was a senator and I want to play politics, I will rush myself to hospital in London this week, just to avoid talking before I sound like a fool on the TV. But they are all out there defending indefensible. Akpabio supervised his own petition of sexual harassment. This is the first time in the history of Africa. But that's why I will never condemn Natasha. I want to also say to Natasha, you have done a history. You have created a history in Nigeria. You stood right in front of him and said, "This, you harassed me." You don't know how powerful that statement is. That statement is more than any victory.
Absolutely, I agree with you. She has taken a very pivotal role of position in the fight against the system, and I applaud her for that. I have to also mention that there is always going to be a risk to that fight, and I'm sure she's ready to bear that risk. If you know what I'm saying.
What I want people to understand is this. I'm from the Niger Delta, and the husband happens to be from my side. I'm a Shekiri by tribe.
Yeah.
One thing you need to understand is this. You can only fight a system, Mauna or Bros.
Go ahead.
Now, my brother, without it. Okay. You can only fight a system that don't feed you. That you are clean to an extent.
That you're not benefiting, that you're not
now. Niger Delta itself is where Niger Delta we are where we are today because of the likes of Fabio. Then vis-a-vis even some of the people around him, even I would want to accuse or directly accuse the husband, the Natasha husband, because he has been benefiting from the Niger Delta Commission too. If you see the thing, the gameplay there was like a more of a familiarity system. So if you want to fine, Natasha is trying to speak out, speak up for the women. But if it were to be in the same system and everything being, in a normal setting, the husband is, and she is doing her own thing too. Like me, our own life is none of our business. Our private life is what she chooses to live. But our role as a senator should be given to her to the fullest. What is befitting her, what is due her should be given to her. But using that sexual, that RAP and all that, trying to and nothing, not allowing her to come out to talk. People being paid to bully her because bullying her, not to air our opinion or to exercise our right. It's absolutely wrong. But it's somehow it's like a 50-50 thing. I don't see any winner or loser there. But at the end, I just pray she bounce back to her feet, because it's this thing will send a big blow to her.
A big blow to Natasha.
No, you can't say a big blow to Natasha.
When I mean a big blow,
nobody is supporting her.
When I say big blow, she wouldn't achieve her potentials, as in what she's meant to achieve.
Mr.
It
Ben,
will be very difficult for her to
Mr.
get,
Ben,
get through those things.
Yeah.
Mr.
Not,
Ben, do you know what this thing is?
Down.
Do you know what this thing is here? For 6 months, for them to shut her down, it's going to be an advantage on women in Africa, in Nigeria, not to be able to speak out. Do you get my point? So that's what this thing that's what it implies. Do you get my point?
I don't
Are you going to tell me that from now to the next 6 months, if such a thing happened to anybody,
even in the future,
and the person speaker, what would they have to handle?
My question here is that why are those organizations that are fighting for the gender equality in politics? This is the right
do we have any charity in Nigeria that is not for what? That is not for. But what you are going to see is this: what Akpabio has done is going to go way more than what he can comprehend now. The problem that we have now, the female people have, that is that Donald Trump is in power and is also a great misogynist. He's lucky. If the Democrats were in power in America, this story would have been different. But there's a thing that will happen. The UK, the Liberal Democrat, the Labour Party that is in power here are for women. And I believe that before they will call Nigeria to order. Senator Natasha will be going back to her seat within the next 1 month. That one is guaranteed.
There's a petition already.
Yeah, so there's a petition which I have signed yesterday.
Apart from being the petition, there is a court order that is restricting them to investigating her in order to. But did they consider the court order? No. That's the problem.
You see what they did.
What they said.
Let's talk one by one, please. I want a Logic Man to speak. Then we will come back to Sircliffe, and then Sircliffe Success will speak, and then Kashmir will speak as well. Let's go. Success, go ahead. Sorry, Logic Man, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, thank you, Ben. I think what they did there is very clear. They're trying to pass a message to the females, the gender females all over the country, that if you try to come out and do such a thing, this is the consequence. You can never win them.
An example.
So that's what they did there to Natasha, so that in the future, if anything like that has happened, the female gender will not be confident to come out because he knows the repercussion. It's not like they don't know what is happening. So they try to shut her down, pop and plain, and say, yes, with this your accusation, you are not going further. That's why all the men in the house are supporting her family. Because they want benefit. Because it beats my imagination. Not one single person could stand up in that whole Senate and say, yes, this woman, let's have a rethink. Could she be right? None of them. So it's a shame. You see the rot in our system, the way we think as men. Like I said before, a typical Nigerian man is a typical Nigerian man. What he thinks in his head is that sexual thing. When he sees a woman, he just wants to sleep with that person. And a young girl today now will be going out to go for an interview. Who wants to employ her first? Wants to knock her first before you give her employment. That's a typical Nigerian system for you. So they don't see anything wrong.
The lecturers will withhold a school exam to knock the girls. Listen, I don't think
it's a mess. It's a mess. It has eaten so deep in our system. Nobody sees anything wrong. That's why even you will see someone come out now to say, oh, Natasha did this, she's lying, you just want to talk. What a mess. What a mess. So this is a fight that this case, to me, I believe this is not the end of this case. So the suspension doesn't wait. Just watch what will happen.
Suspension that look like an ambush.
Even the president has nothing to say. Tinubu's wife came up and started saying something. You can imagine. So what does that tell you? He has eaten up to presidency. They know women. This is the time we need our women to even come out and stand and fight for women's rights. Do you remember Natasha was the only woman who passed a bill, proposed a bill for the right of women, and women in the House rejected that bill.
Yes, the same women rejected the bill that's to protect them.
Can you imagine that kind of a thing? So you see the level of thinking in that country. We are lost as a nation.
Success, go ahead. Success.
Good evening, Mr. Ben.
Evening.
I'll be asking you if you have a contrary opinion to all this.
What's your perspective on this?
The reason why I say so is that when you are holding platform as such,
can you come closer to your phone so we can hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
When you are holding issues, I'll be glad if we can look forward to the whole situation. The reason why I say so is this lady, this woman.
I can't hear you clearly, sir.
We can't hear you clearly. We can't hear you clearly. So there's more noise on your background than your voice, and that is a problem. And because when you come on top of here, we record the calls, so we want it to be as clear as possible. So if you're not in an environment where you can talk, I understand, because there's no point of listening to you and we can't really hear you.
Can you hear me clearly now?
It's much better now. Go ahead.
The reason why I said so is because there are a lot of issues in that Nigeria, not even Nigeria alone, in the United Kingdom that you have, including all countries, that someone who is not a victim is trying to play a victim card against each other. I'm not supporting Akpabio. I'm less concerned about his issues. And I'm concerned about how he treats others, because this is not the first time he's been accused of such. At the same time, this is not the first time Natasha is accusing people of sexually harassing her. Did you observe that?
How come we never hear about it until now?
Please go and check on the media. So that is one of the inquiries.
On the media.
That is one of the
on the media. Yes, on the media, it came out on the media this week because Reno says so. So when was it on the media before? And what about the former governor of Ondo State that we had, that the governor that said there's nothing like that? Is it Governor Ondo? It's not Ondo. It's not Ondo. Is it not Oyo State Governor? It's former Oyo State Governor, isn't it? Before Sheyi Makinde came in. Yeah.
Did you know that was accused Reno Mokeri that Reno Mokeri make an advanced approach to her and sexually harassed her in a program when Reno Mokeri is not even present at all? Are you aware?
Excuse me. There is nothing Reno will say, and just for the fact that Natasha said that does not mean it's not true. You know what I'm talking about. Just because, in short, there's no point of even saying if Natasha said that or not. Just for the fact that Natasha said that does not mean if it's true that it's not true. Natasha is somebody you need to really study who this woman is, first of all.
Let me ask you this question.
No. Sources. Do you know
who? You are not making me to make my point. You can't eat your cake and at the same time you have it.
Sources, I am asking you a question. Do you know who this woman is?
Do I know who she is?
Yes.
Of course.
What character do you think she has?
What character do I think she has?
Yes.
She is a senator, and apart from that, she's been in the political activities.
And what I'm trying to say is, do you think that woman is manipulative? She fears men, or do you think she's a strong feminist woman?
Mr. Dren, it is no issue of do you think. The fact that she says something doesn't mean it is rape. Did you believe that? This is not the first time same person is accusing people of sexual harassment.
It doesn't matter whether it's the first time or second time. Somebody can be harassed more than 10 times.
My brother, as somebody that knows they are right, we accuse anybody who try nonsense with them 100 times, and that does not mean she's not right.
Thank you.
That's the major reason. I'm talking from point of view and scenes and scenarios. Now, same senator was being positioned into one place. This issue started from there. I'm not saying what they are playing on the political terrain is a right thing or wrong thing. But if somebody is trying to fight you on illegality, it's different from you coming in from another angle. I don't know, maybe you are getting it right. When Natasha even wants to read the petition to the House that give her this big backlash, she has already gone to the media, do the needful thing, disclosing all the whole thing. Do you know Natasha in her own statement even said that on her eyes that the first time Akpabio make an attempt to say all those statements, she deliberately do not disclose that to her husband. Is that a reasonable thing?
No, that's a personal business.
I want you guys to stop there.
You are bringing a personal statement to a public.
Sir, I want you to stop there. I need to show you something. I want you guys to stop there because there's something that can remind you now. And then you will come and tell me, once you listen to these, you will tell me if that's what you want, how you want Natasha to have handled this. Listen to this. Please, I'm loading it. It's an interview that Senator Olu Jimmy, a PDP senator, said. And I want you to look at hold on. I want you to listen to what she said, and then I want you to tell me whether you think Natasha should have behaved like that, or whether you think these people must have faced this kind of thing before. If many of you also hear what former Senator Itagiwa, that woman that is from South or Niger Delta, basically.
It's all about management.
Listen.
The Senate is for the elderly. It's not for the young. It's for people who would have been through life, seen it all, and are willing to just work.
Supposedly seen it all.
Seen it all, supposedly. And work well for the country. And so when you are there, you come.
I want you to listen very well, guys. I'm bringing these sources. I'm opening you because I mute sources so that I can talk that sources.
I'm listening to you.
I want you to listen. Let's play it again.
The Senate is for the elderly. It's not for the young. It's for people who would have been through life, Senegal and are willing to just work
Supposedly Senegal.
supposedly, and work well for the country. And so when you are there, you comport yourself, you manage people. Order 10.
What do you think she mean by managing people? Guys.
Tolerate people. That's what you try to tell us.
Now I want to ask Success.
Tolerate nonsense.
Success, what do you think she meant by managing people? You know, you manage people. What do you think she meant by that?
What that woman just said, me, I've never and ever in any position support that conversation. I've listened to that conversation earlier before you even played it.
Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
Wait now. Let me make my position.
No. The reason I don't want you to make your position yet.
Why?
It's a program. I want us to. The reason I stopped there, I wanted to ask the house, what do you think she meant? That's how I do my program. As we go, I will stop and I will ask. So we're not going to go all the way. Then we'll play it. Then you can.
Our statement and position is just a fallacy statement. It doesn't make sense. So to me, that statement is just.
She's a former minority leader. So she understands the culture in the Senate. I want us to listen. So we have to take her seriously. We have to take her statement seriously.
Very correct.
So seriously, what with that? Because a senator, she always, as a lady, she always tolerates harassment, or she only tolerates what? I've listened to that conversation. I'm telling you.
Okay. Let other people listen.
Apart from that,
have you heard about this word before when they say first time when somebody do something is like, want to consider that? Is it really like a mistake? Have you considered about it? The psychological something that can this be real? Anyway, to my personal point of view, yeah, I'm not on the side of Akpabio or Natasha, but the truth is, one, Akpabio should have been tried. First of all, that guy should have just stepped down from that because he is the accused one. The way it happens in the place where we are raised now, which is the United Kingdom, he will step aside, not giving the 6 months for what reason? I don't understand. Someone accuse you of sexual harassment. The people of Nigeria, they left him on the seat to be the judge of himself, receiving a letter from this young woman. Even at the time she said, "Can I submit my letter?" He kept quiet at first, thinking, should I take it or not?
Listen.
A lot happened, man.
Wait. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Natasha, the fact that she makes a complaint or say something doesn't mean she is right as well.
We don't say she's right, but that guy needs to be tried.
Let me learn.
No, you can't learn. You can't learn. Before you learn, listen.
No.
Listen.
When people say, Ben, let me just jump in.
Let me just say
when people.
Okay, go ahead.
When people still do not understand the word sexual harassment, whether anyone makes sexual harassment, we don't want to know whether it's right or wrong. They will investigate first.
Yes.
So take that assumption out of your head first.
Okay. Let me ask Success. Success, you're back again because I wanted to play, but I need to ask you a question. Success.
Yes, I'm listening.
Success, if you are a director of a company and your staff make an allegation against you, what do you do?
What do I do?
Yes.
There's a panel will be set up on that question. I will be tried.
Okay. So are you going to be the one to receive the petition from your staff?
I should receive the petition on that.
Are you also going to be the one to supervise the suspension of that staff?
No, that is where I said Natasha is wrong. You don't submit a petition. You are submitting a petition at the same time signing the petition. The ethics of the Senate in their own rules.
My brother, I'm not into all those ethics. Question I am asking you is this.
You fight the system without following the process of what you are fighting for.
No, I am not. Listen. You have to stop. You have to stop and listen first. You have to stop and listen. Okay? You have to stop and listen. We are not saying Natasha is right. We are not saying that Akpabio is wrong. What we are saying is this, is decency and moral. The office Akpabio is holding is not his personal company. It's the people of Nigeria.
Nigeria.
A senator out of 109 senators, we have 4. Among that 4, 1 complained.
4 women.
Among that 4 women, 1 complained. And all of them attacked this woman. And then she came to submit a petition. They pick it out that you sign it. For the fact that you sign it, you are going on suspension for 6 months. And as a man, you are here. You are telling us to listen to your own side of the story. I don't support that. I don't believe in misogynist. And I told you guys
I don't support that, bro.
Hold on. Let me finish myself, please. We're not coming here to argue with me. This is my show. And on my show, I have a right to share my opinion to my listener.
Mr. Ben, if she needs justice, it is advisable to go to.
I want you to listen. If she needs justice, does she deserve justice? I don't want to drop you. You sound intelligent sources, and I don't want to drop you. What do you mean? I'm sorry. I'm not going to argue with this guy. You're going to rest there and listen to the program and come up again. I'm not cutting you off. You're going to come up again because I think you came here with an agenda. I know government. They have paid people. They have employed people to go on social media and start defending indefensible. They can carry placard on the street. You come here, you got to come with fact. On this platform, I have never said Akpabio did it or did not do it. I'm talking about thinking. Think about it. If they say the IG of police did something to a young officer, you want the IG of police to investigate himself? Constitute a panel to investigate him.
Oh, he did it all right. He did it.
Mr. Ben, I want you to understand something. The issue on the social media is actually different from the real institution on ground. And I want you to understand something. It's a systemic failure. We have a system that has failed completely. From the church, the mosques, the school, the government, even parents.
So are we at liberty? Are we at...
Go
ahead.
No. What I want you to understand is this. There's a root cause to all these things. In Nigeria, you'll be fighting for someone's rights. He knows that you're fighting for his rights. But because of hunger, he will betray you. Most of the people that are mobilized on both sides, most of the people on the streets, campaigning and all that, most of them are being paid, not genuinely from their hearts. So we should understand something.
Okay, let's
the mindset problem.
I
it's
really,
not.
Yeah.
I really.
Can I say
thank
something?
You.
I
Mr.
really.
Ben, sorry.
DJ Smooth. I really want to play this woman. This is complete.
Go ahead. We want to listen.
I want to play it, and I want to play it for everyone to hear. And I'm going to, when we play it, I want you to pick out the culture of the Senate of Nigeria. There's a culture that is going on there, and that's what we're picking out right now. Because they don't want us to listen to it, we're going to listen to it.
It's not difficult to manage, but the chief whip people, Order 10, is not difficult to manage, but the chief whip stood up before she proclaimed Order 10 and said to the Senate President, Senator Natasha cannot speak from there because she's not on her allotted seat.
Okay, so it was not started by the President of the Senate?
No, it was the chief whip.
That caution.
And that is his job. He is in charge of the chambers. He maintains law and order. That is why he's called the chief whip. The Senate president didn't start it. I watched it. It was the chief whip that got up and laid a complaint, and then the Senate president ruled on it. Once the gavel goes down, you really cannot do much because it's over. So he ruled on it and said, you must go to your seat before you speak. So whatever order you bring after then cannot work.
So order 10 does not work here.
It cannot work.
So she's out of order.
That was what the Senate president said. I ruled.
Crazy, bro.
No, she was going so well until the journalist asked, so she's out of order. And then, you know, as a senator, you should know if she's out of order. That was what the Senate president said, because she don't want to credit it to herself.
Yes.
She don't want to credit it to herself,
Yeah.
because she know Natasha was not out of order. And then she said, when the gavels go down, there is nothing you can do. The same woman that say the Senate belong to old people, not young people. I want us to listen to a lot of nonsense, because obviously, if we pick this, we understand the culture that goes on in that building.
This out of order. And when it's out of order, it's out of order.
You're wasting your time.
The rest is history.
So, I played it. This is crazy. And I know a lot of you guys will think, oh, Mr. Ben, you are trying to blame Akpabio. I will blame Akpabio from now to tomorrow. Akpabio has benefited from than any other Nigeria in the history of that country. So for who much is given, much is expected.
Exactly.
So I was trying to say something which goes to the culture of what you just played, the culture within the Senate, and it goes to the culture within Nigeria and the culture within the world as well, in different parts of the world. There was a certain time in the Western world where, I know you know this very well, the Me Too movement that swept across a whole lot of the West concerning the rights of women and those that have been abused at several levels. Now, that has brought a definite education to the West. I'll give you one example, just sidestep. Nigeria. It's only Nigeria nowadays that a man would see a married woman and say, man, see your husband, they enjoy you. See what your husband, they enjoy. You can't say that to a woman. That's harassment. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's to tell you that you can't tell a woman personal things. That is not your woman. You say you're harassing them. So the Me Too movement has highlighted that in the West. Maybe, just maybe, this particular issue is going to be Nigeria's Me Too movement that will bring enlightenment. Because all these people in the Senate, they do it. All these men in Nigeria, they do it. They harass women left, right, and center. They don't see it as any evil.
That's what I said.
It is Akpabio or whatever his name is, did it and more. He did it, and he did more than that to a whole lot more women. He did it. He's guilty as hell. You know, so there is no, I'm not going to stand on the fence on this. He did it. And even if he didn't do it, he did it because he has done it before.
The wife of Akpabio. I want us to listen to the wife of Akpabio. The wife of Akpabio say, my husband is very jovial. He's joking. He didn't mean it that way.
There you go. You see what I'm saying?
The wife.
He did it. He's guilty as hell.
DJ Spirit, that's what I said. They take it as a normal thing in Nigeria. See the mentality.
And for her, I think this is the fundamental. This is cultural difference of Natasha. Natasha understands from the age one what harassment means. An average Nigerian woman, my daughter know what harassment means. Okay, and many of our children here, they understand what it means.
They know.
But Nigerian harassment, for some lady growing up in Nigeria, harassment is complimentary for them.
So it's physical.
Yes.
Physical.
Yeah, it's complimentary. They feel like, oh, he likes me. but they don't understand.
That's me, yeah.
They don't understand the detail of it. For Natasha grew up where the father inculcated into them that they are important, regardless of their gender. They go to school and they train them very well. And from the beginning, they understand the value that inculcate in them. So if a man, no matter how, regardless of who you are, look at Natasha and say you are beautiful, Natasha will look at you like the way my daughter will look at you when you tell my daughter you are beautiful. But in Nigeria, you tell another girl, a local girl, you are beautiful. Hey, thank you. They don't understand what that entails. That you don't just look at a woman and say you're beautiful. Hey, nice, so beautiful. How are you? You're looking good. All this kind of complimentary can be interpreted as a harassment. So for Akpabio holding the girl, the lady's hand and say, okay, don't even take that statement that happened in Akpabio's house.
The holding of hands.
Yeah, Lady Kinjibe of Abuja, Reti said, when she visited Natasha told her that she has a meeting with the Senate president, and the Senate president said they should meet in the hotel. Now, leave that one alone. The NDDC lady said that you can only meet in Akpo, in the Abuja, or in the Meridian Hotel if you want to meet Akpabio. Now, Reti Kinjibe said when Natasha told her I'm meeting Akpabio for a meeting, Akpabio said we should meet in the hotel. She's not comfortable with it. Is that not enough warning that Natasha has seen this in coming? Why would you tell another senator to meet you in a hotel?
Somebody's sorry, Mr. Ben. Somebody's asking me. Sorry about that.
I think Natasha has more evidence, but she doesn't want to say it yet. I think so, and I'm very sure.
Somebody's asking me, can I prove it? I don't understand how somebody can ask me that kind of question. I'm saying with the corroboration or the corroborating, situation and the culture in Nigeria, the man is guilty as hell. I'm not gonna prove that nobody. What the heck? How do I
tell Akpabio?
Prove it?
Let me just announce this to Akpabio. Akpabio, you may be the god of Nigeria. In the UK and on internet, you are not the god. If you come to this country, I will protest against you. If I see you in Geneva, I'll protest against you. If I see you in America, I'll protest against you. Just like the way Reno did Buhari. You are nobody in this country. You are nobody. Once you leave that soil where you have 100 convoy, you will walk alone in this country. And I can shout at you. I can tell you, go and answer questions about harassing women. Okay, Akpabio, you have children. I mean, the history of your behavior is well documented, including your wife's statement. Listen to the wife of Akpabio. This is not from me.
I really don't understand where this is coming from. And I believe that for somebody to go and make such an allegation, there must be a discussion at home. There must have been a sanction or an approval. We are going to say this, go ahead and say it. And if the approval has come from the husband, our friend, I believe that he would have spoken to me because we are close. He's close.
Are you listening? But the husband have spoken to Akpabio. The husband met Akpabio in London. They talk about this. So the relationship between men have broken down completely. The husband, somebody that is from that region, is here. Akpabio is bigger than the husband, but the husband is not a small boy as well. And I don't think the man will throw the relationship away just like that. Akpabio must have really overstepped his boundary.
Definitely.
No, I want to tell you something. I said the husband. I said something before now, but now you're coming to where what I said initially. I said they've been on the same table for some time before now, and it will make kind of, because even underground, because I still do some underground grassroots thing. Underground, they are telling the man to like put a stop to what the wife is doing.
They are begging him to withdraw.
To withdraw. Yes. Yes, that's why I said 50-50. And don't be surprised, this will just die a natural death.
What did I tell you? I said the lady is coming back to the Senate under 1 month. That's what I tell you. So Akpabio, all these protests you see Akpabio organizing in Abuja, sending the wife to the TV, Akpabio is under enormous stress. I'm telling you, you
Definitely,
have to.
yeah.
He's stressed. It's not just. Nobody should look at this man like say, this is just a bullying behavior that they have in Nigeria, like literally. So for him, Akpabio have a solid. Let's listen to them. They have a solid relationship, and according to Natasha and according to this woman, the husband of Natasha literally look up to Akpabio as a big brother.
Yeah.
Igbori is not a small boy in Niger Delta.
No.
The senior brother of the husband or the former governor is not a small boy in Niger Delta. Akpabio is not a small boy in Niger Delta. But when you look at the whole scenario, Akpabio is the most vulnerable one among all these people. And Mr. White, you will hear what I'm saying. If you look at it, Akpabio, he might be the Senate president. He's the most vulnerable one among all of these people, because I know what I know. So going forward, it is on the benefit of Akpabio to settle this matter.
To make peace.
To make peace. And I get this understanding from the wife. The wife is highly angry. It's not angry if this thing took place. She's angry that relationship had broken down to this level.
Broken down.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I want to play the Akpabio's wife statement. And this is actually the first time Akpabio is showing his wife, probably after the 8 years of governorship, properly in the public. And for the Akpabio to send the wife on the first day of this issue, you know it was serious.
Yeah.
It was serious because it has been coming. From the first time he called the lady, this is not a nightclub, where the gist lover released the wife's number and released everything. It has been coming. And then I want you to pick some stuff from the wife's statement.
Close to my husband. But if he didn't give her the approval to go on air and make such an allegation, then the question is, does he have control?
She further maintained that the allegations are unfounded, as she was present at her family residence on the alleged date 8 December 2023, stating that both families enjoy a lasting standing cordial relationship that predates Senator Natasha's marriage to her husband recently.
The session was taking place in his presence. He could have heard. Even the body gesticulation could have shown the man that there was something wrong. Security men are always with the SP. So for that night, I knew I served people. People were at home. The house is never empty when he's around, because constituents will be there, and 500 people will be there, and they never leave him. Whether the house in the village in Okana or the house in Uyo.
Now, all of this, I have no doubt to doubt the woman whether she was there, even though I have my concern about that statement. Natasha did not say, Akpabio banged me, Akpabio pushed me to the wall. It's a gesture Akpabio applied. And what followed after the gesture is the pressure that she faced from Akpabio in the Senate.
Yeah.
Like Akpabio,
for 6 times.
Akpabio holding her hand strongly and said, come back and spend time here. Akpabio telling her, let's meet in a hotel. That basically gave Akpabio up. And if this girl have a message from Akpabio, let's meet in a hotel, meet me at this also hotel, then Akpabio is roasted already.
I think
I'm thinking she have that. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking she have that. She don't want to tender that yet. And also, why one of the key points that lady is, capitalizing is that for 6 times she has put a bill across to the Senate. Yeah, they refuse to approve it. the future prove it, all because she haven't succumbed to the demand of the boss. Do you understand?
Mhm.
So these are some of the things that need to investigate and let us know that why is this thing really playing? For 6 times she have done this to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this guy is not tried, and at the end of the same person that they judge himself on top of the table again. That country is roasted, man. I'm telling you.
And
Such a thing can never happen in United Kingdom, bro. You know it.
It can happen in Ghana. It cannot happen in Ghana. So you're talking UK, it can happen in Ghana. So, but what we are trying to say here is this. Nobody is saying Akpabio committed anything or anything. It's just the standard of service that you expect from, the minimum standard of service that you expect from your leader. So the kind of contempt these people have done us is unbelievable. There's no accountability.
It's unbelievable.
There is no accountability. Yeah. The police can just do whatever he wants. The police can change their age and say. So and this brings me back to our normal conversation, because we're talking politics here today, and we're also talking about this personal matter. Do you think Nigeria is a failed state?
System is failing, bro.
It's failed already. Like I said,
I just said that is the failed state. I mean, the failed system.
It's keep failing, man.
Mentality, like I said, the 99.9% of Nigerians, they still need to be recolonized again. Yes, on a serious note. We need to recolonize, because the way we think,
95, give the 95 those back home and give the Poland.
That 1%, that be once when they think logically.
The logic, who they think logical, because the system there, I know politics there, I know election system very, very well there, because I'm a grassroots person. And I'll tell you this thing. Nigeria, it's very, very difficult for we to get it right, because the average man mentality is like in a reverse mood. Money talk bullshit. Yeah, money talk bullshit works. Then I feel key for anything. I feel
if I get money,
so it's somehow. You're facing your money, with your money you can rule anything, you can get anything.
Yeah, they are there.
The followers too. Then the followers too. But now we get money nine they talk the truth. 9 they rule.
You go.
So you see how.
Can I say something here? Yeah, do you know the most funny thing? You see, it is the women that came out to protest. Bro, when I saw that video, it makes me make I wish for, but I say, come on. Maybe say I get mama, I get 3 guests, I get wife, I get now go
exactly.
None of us may even try this, man. Exactly. It's crazy, bro. Honestly, it's so painful.
The fact that Akpabio supporters, and I know they are paying people to come and protest for them, that leave Akpabio. What is it? How are you? Okay, listen to this protester. Because this is how I do our show. We show evidence so that the record will be there for us. This is the protester here.
The protester, the menu.
Just that yellow woman in one place,
the one. Oh my God!
You get the one when I see today. One Awusa guy where he say be Mungu.
He say no when they what thing they do there.
Yeah, it's so crazy, man.
Say Baturanchi. That one, you hear the one when you say Baturanchi.
Listen.
Number 2 is somebody's husband. He shouldn't be. He's not looking at Natasha. Natasha is just a senator. He doesn't have time with Natasha. Natasha should free Akpabio. Akpabio is somebody's father. He's a grandfather. He's somebody's husband. He's somebody's son. Natasha should face her husband and leave Akpabio alone. A man is free to look at a woman. That is the end.
A man is free to look at a woman.
I see that.
Let me give you an
okay. It should stop it. You don't want them to investigate? Investigate what? Did you miss Akpabio with Natasha in the bed? Did you mean Akpabio talking to Natasha by the roadside? Did you mean Akpabio talking to Natasha that I love you?
So when you look at this,
imagine.
Sorry, when you look at this, you see, because as I said before, there are things money can buy, and there are things that money can never buy. Number one thing that money can buy is called contempt. Akpabio cannot sit on the TV and see these women talking and say, I am proud that they're defending me. Do you think Akpabio sit down and say, I'm proud they're defending me? This is serious. I don't think he will sit down like, I'm very proud I get defenders out there. Because this actually make him even more look silly and guilty.
Yeah. And the 6 months of suspension.
Do our politicians have conscience? You should have to ask yourself that question. That question. We have brutal people at the ends of affair. They can do anything to just cling on to power.
Yeah.
So what was there?
They don't have conscience. This man okay. You see that time we talk about 2 million,
apart from
2
that,
million, 2 million you're this thing.
Apart from that, the population of Nigeria, like we know, is over 200 million. Let's say people are coming out to defend Akpabio. What about the other population? What are they saying?
The silent majority that remain, why people get violated.
You see why they take advantage of us. Our voice is more powerful than them. If the reasonable Nigerians who see this thing as a wrong movement can come up on that page or whatever, or even type and say no and speak out, do you think there will not be change? There will be change, but majority of the people are silent, not because they don't know that it is right.
I think
because
if you also watch, do you see there's no leader from the north that is speaking out, even from the PDP area?
At all.
No leader. You didn't hear Atiku condemning it. You didn't hear anybody condemning it. Because this is all what they do. No women have a right to talk in their presence. Women are subject. They are not counted. And a culture like that is very hard to survive. I think Natasha will be
any country that does not support their woman, their women, that country will never thrive.
Culture differs. And over time, we have history of women in politics to be not being stable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that will contribute. I'm not questioning Natasha. She has her own, it's a private life. I respect her, I like her, and the extent she's going. But the truth is, we should look at precedents, issues before now. Most women, they feel they can use what they have, to manipulate and get whatever they want. And that has been
Natasha has always different.
No, I disagree with you on that one.
No, listen.
But it's true.
Go to our political circle. Look at how the women are going about politics, and look how the men are going about politics. Look at the councillors, common councillors. For a lady to be appointed to be a councillor, make say many things don't play. Whether she try herself or not, the men push. The culture is so barbaric, but I'm not saying it's okay. We will talk, but the thing is majorly reorientation.
The problem is, one of the major problems is that person like Natasha, because that lady, to be honest, God never sees my heart. Maybe because I married from Kogi, so I study Kogi people very well. Yeah, Natasha is just to me, she's a unique woman that want to change the narrative of the way women need to be seen in our society. Yeah. And that is the standard level which we are seeing in the Western part of the world, which we think it should be. I'm not saying women should start abusing men or stand in duty, but however, let them give that freedom, of expression. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get what Witty is saying. I think, from my own understanding, he's trying to say before a woman in Nigeria will attain such position, she would not waka. She would not pull left for her side.
That is the history with most of our female politicians.
Yeah.
And the men take care,
So that's the issue. So now when they see a different kind of woman who does not
woman go on fight herself.
Who does not take bullshit, who does not won't regard you to anything. She knows her right.
Natasha.
Do you know one thing?
Natasha.
Sir, okay, let me tell you something. What Natasha did. Do you know that she gave Akpabio like 6 counts before she even told her husband, say, you know what? You need to speak to this man. No, I know well. Oh. Now made the husband fly come London. Come meet and say, me, Omo Baba, what did they happen with my woman? Why no one made this thing go on this way, this way? But you know, this power of a thing, they get these people say, me, look at my boy when they talk to me, like you be small picking.
But look at
Natasha husband, don't hook up in mouth to level say, me, woman, the guy say go do what you want to do. This man don't want here, so carry on. Now made that woman they talk that and say, man, if Lisa she girls man for her, this is they go not discuss her for her before. Many
yes now.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So you get where something they reach. You get where something they reach. You understand? Baba, I'm not gonna dry you. I don't deal with forgive man for us for 20 years now. I know the way they behave. You get where they go reach, they go boss finally. You can't even hold them.
Let me tell you something. I'm from Igbira. And I will say this on behalf of Igbira people. Igbira women, they are so Republican. Igbira women, you cannot, in short, if you think there's a feminist in the UK, marry a Igbira woman. She knows her right. She knows everything. 100%. She knows her right. And this is, you see, one of the protesters was saying, they say they are stubborn. Igbira people are stubborn. In the Abuja, they say they are stubborn. We don't want stubborn people. We want gentle people. And chew her, and then she chew her chun-chin. And she did like this. She did like this. So for me, I grew up studying Igbira people, and I've seen how completely liberal Igbira. They can be a Muslim, they wear hijab, but Igbira women in their lifetime they change husband. They don't take no for an answer, and they are very, very strong and determined. That is the
Definitely.
place. That is the place Natasha come from, and Natasha now came from a very privileged background as well. Their father was a medical doctor who trained her. Her mother is a Russian. They grew up in the.
That's even the one Russian blood flowing in her.
Yes, yeah. They grew up in the village, in my village. Listen, when Natasha's father returned back home, he didn't stay in Lagos. He didn't stay in any city. Guess where they live? They live in Ihima. They moved to Ihima. Natasha's mother was in Ihima, in the village. In the village. And he run his clinic in the village. So we have to understand that this lady is a different kind of breed. When Governor Bello was stressing her, she stood her ground. And the people of Ihima, Kogi Central, love this woman regardless of which tribe you come from. Because in my community, in my Igbira, where we come from, they do this clan kind of thing. Clan, this clan, and this clan. But Natasha is a uniter. She doesn't do clan. She do unity. And the people of the Central loved him. During the election, Governor Bello basically destroyed the street, the road that lit our community.
The road.
But the people still voted for her.
Yeah.
Then Bello took it and she refused to give up. At one point, she was returning back to Abuja from Lokoja. She got an accident. Her face was almost ripped off.
Yeah.
This is somebody I know. I have Natasha's phone number on my phone. I know how disciplined she is. You can see how stubborn I am. How many of you know I'm very stubborn?
No, me, I know now. I am 20 years now.
I am literally
very well.
I am literally well. I'm like a he-goat when it comes to stubbornness. I know the hear word.
The guy knows the hear word.
Yes, and not easily compromise. No easily.
You know, the first time, the first day I came to your life, the first thing I said is that I admire your tenacity. That's no, you at the street. Yeah. The word they say, your stubbornness. I don't get you.
Then, if to say, assuming my wife is asleep now, maybe she would have, bare weakness of this. When I was telling her, I said, this man won't be like, who give my dear man, no. Until one day, you know, I say, Mama, your brother, I tell you now, he say, you talk and true. And most time, when I'm laughing, sometimes she come in as well to watch you. When you're like, say, hey, my brother is on us, okay, I will sign off now. You know, so to be honest, that's why I send that message to Ben. It's not only because that you're in the UK or whatsoever, you know. To me, I enjoy people that are very objective, that give room for other people to kind of showcase themselves and see that if they think critically and something reasonable can be picked out of it.
Look at the
Do you
case,
understand?
look at the case we highlighted before. I tell you something, and that is how Igbira people is. For the fact that Andrew told me I did not do it before he died, there is no amount of pressure you will put in me to say he do it. It is impossible. And this is what Nigerians don't understand. You cannot tell me until you show me evidence. I'll tell you this man before you wanna kill him, he tell me say you know do him. And that is Kanganiko. That is the end of it. And when they pie him and they were lying, I cannot be looking and I see them saying Andrew did this, and I know the story is not correct. And I have a platform. Then I will not say
it. Let it die.
Then I will not say it. I don't know. I can't do it. It doesn't work in me.
What even beats my head around this case, this Andrew Shukwa's case, is that if really, as a logical thinker, anyone who thinks deep, we question why did they unalive Andrew Shukwa? The main suspect you accuse of kidnap. Are you not supposed to protect that person until you really want to find justice so that you can find the two guys? So what was the purpose of
unaliving him along the road? What is the purpose of sleeping
it's
in the
to
hotel?
hide secrets.
Yes. What is the purpose of sleeping in the hotel for 5 days with a suspect? What is the purpose of the suspect driving his own car? What is it?
It doesn't. Let's be honest to ourselves.
No, we know.
You have a suspect. You have a suspect you accuse of stealing something. Okay, you just like accusing someone of stealing money, and the person went to hide the money, and you catch the person. It's okay. Where's the money?
Yes, the money.
Person is not telling you the truth. Then you now unalive the person. How will you be able to find the money? The only way you can unalive that person is when you find that money. You find the money, then you unalive the person so that the public will not know. Then you take the glory.
Blasi, Nigeria, don't understand. Not in Nigeria, sheep, they set sheep ablaze when they carry crude for inside Niger Delta Creek. Those vessels, they set them ablaze. Why they set them ablaze?
Because there's no crude
inside.
Because
they don't want proof, they don't want to read this thing. So now one can big. Most times, Nigeria are film.
Nigeria are film trick. Honestly,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
It is Nigeria. Hold on. It is Nigeria. A minister of aviation went to borrow plane from another country and paint it Air Nigeria. Brought it to the airport, and they went there to ceremonize it and cut the ribbon and return the plane back to the country.
Jesus. Nigeria, what is a lot of generals that
you see, when I wouldn't want to give credit to subsidy removal or no subsidy removal, but I want to tell you something, because I was in the depot before I relocated. I worked in the depot. That depot is so. I've been one of the pioneering staff for Pinnacle Oil and Gas, then Shafa, AYM Shafa. I started AYM Shafa too.
Okay.
As one of the pioneering HSE person. You see, they will carry vessel come, they will bed vessel, empty vessel, they will take allocation, vessel go turn, go back. People just they cash out from the country. So I beg you, a lot of it's a systemic corruption that is going on. And it will really take time. And it cut across all sector, from police, enter civil defense, everywhere. In the teaching ministry, everywhere. So that's why I said we need proper reorientation, and it has to be Yeah, from not just the government or maybe just the media, from the houses too.
But guys, where are we going? Like, you went, a minister and a president say Air Nigeria is launching. Then you went to Ethiopia, borrowed their plane, come to Nigeria.
They use 10 billion. I've been at 10 billion to paint and green, white, green.
We did one of the worst ones. One of the worst corruption is you see this pension scheme in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Nobody to talk about that one. No. Now that the biggest corruption do.
Ghost.
Oh my
Ghost
God.
pensioning. Bro, see that's what talks so yeah. My boss a bubble. The time when my father went mad when he went by. The man never collected money. He said what for testament for how many years? 35 years. Bro, they don't use Baba name to collect money already. We call they go all the time. That time the office there for costing that year. Many years ago, about 20 years ago now. Before I moved come here. Bro, we call they go every day. They'll tell us until one day, luckily, I can't find one guy went into that system. When I see paperwork, when they carry people's signature, they go collect money for Nigeria, bros. I fear my head and I say, God forbid. If that more waiting make me talk, say, man, I must leave that country. Let's come work finish, old age. You know, see, it to see not be say that man, this man get good children, say, man, God bless them. And so, Baba, for about 100 years, when the man for suffer from that kind of 60 years or so when he retire, he buy. Now, children call the man on the small house where the man built. I call it sustain, Baba. I said, what is this? I'm telling you, ghost special. People, you people need to collect money anyhow.
They know all these things, too.
They know
all these things. They know all these things.
They know. Just okay. Okay. They know these things.
They say if you stop corruption, Nigeria will not move forward. So let's keep. Maris, go ahead. Somebody join us new now. Maris, go ahead. Are you on mute?
Maris, go ahead. Can you?
He's sleeping already.
No, she literally just joined. Maris, London, go ahead. Okay, if you're not there, somebody else can take over. On the YouTube, if you guys want to join, just let me know. You'll get a link to join as well. This live that we are doing, I want to just welcome you guys again that are still getting close to where we are here on this platform. On this platform, I don't have a fan. Okay, we are board member on this platform. The only thing we don't accept is ignorance. We are logical thinker because we don't have a platform like this. So the platform we have is that we will analyze things logically. We don't play politics left and right. And we want, at the end of our conclusion, the country we are living in, the idea that govern us in this country should reflect in any of our conclusion.
That's it.
How does things that will benefit here, how can we transfer that idea to Nigeria? One of the basic things that is missing in our conversation in Nigeria is logical thinking. People don't think logically. It has been eliminated because our people just accept whatever comes, and that is not
emotions.
That is not good enough. Emotion. Many of you heard me yesterday when I was interviewing that school in London. The lady told me, with fear of God, you don't have fear of God. I said, I don't have fear of God, please. I don't believe in God. Doesn't mean I don't believe in God. But when they are telling you you don't have fear of God, they are trying to emotionally blackmail you. So I quickly put it out there. I don't believe in God. Let's have a conversation
as a signature.
So that you understand you cannot get me in that area. And that's when she got uncomfortable. And I begin to ask her question. What happened between you and Edo? What happened? And you can see for 30 minutes, they couldn't defend themselves. If I would have said I am God-fearing person, she would knock me with fear of God. Yesterday morning, somebody called me from, one of my sister called me and said, somebody said they see vision for me. I'm telling you the truth. I said, And I told my sister, I said, this person that see vision for me has already seen one vision before. And this person always see bad vision. And the end of that bad vision is somebody pie or somebody no pie. I said, this is the last thing I fear in my life. You understand? So because all of their bad homemade vision. And I politely tell the person to begin to see vision for himself. Not me. Not me. You can't see vision for somebody else. See for yourself. They don't call me for that nonsense. So when we are on this platform, what we do here is we analyze, we go critical, we think outside the box. The case we just concluded now was the case that almost swallowed Nedu. Nedu the comedian. I never met Nedu in my life. I never met Nedu, never had a handshake with him. I was watching and having experienced the power of influencer when they descend on you with their followers. I knew I need to step in. I called Logic Man. I said, Logic Man, let's do this. So we went into our investigation and we'll find out that Nedu was supposed to be a victim of these people.
That's correct.
I did not stop there. I confronted the owner of the company, the sales school, and they gave interview that exposed everything. Now, if we did not come out, VDM with his follower and ignorant, basically, that basically follow, he would think he's doing the right thing and basically condemn an innocent person. So that's why I said, I am not an influencer. You are not my fan, and I'm either not your fan. We are going to come to social media. We borrowed this platform. It was suspended. No, it was almost blocked. TikTok took our account down day before yesterday to yesterday. They returned it back to us this morning after we appeal it. It is our account, it's not my account. But I spent much time here doing the video and hosting it. We will discuss everything that needed to be discussed. So if you
did they collect the money or not? They are sick.
That one. Let's bring her up. Let's bring her up.
Yeah, bring.
What's the name? What's the name?
King Promise.
This is small boy, leave him alone.
No. King. Good evening.
Good evening. Someone said I'm a small boy. Yeah, I'm a small boy. Good evening, sir.
How are you, King?
Good evening.
I'm good, sir.
I can tell from your picture. Sorry if I use that
King,
statement.
you have a question, and you even give me a gift. Thank you. You asked a question.
Yes, sir. Yes, I asked a question because you know why we all support VDM. There is a reason. There is a very big reason before we Nigerians here support someone. He helps a lot. Yeah, everybody knows that he helps a lot. And secondly, nobody is above mistake. So what I want to know is that if he collects the money or he did not collect the money, that's where I'm confused. That's the main point.
He collected the money.
Okay.
And the money was used.
Has he done?
Has he done what?
So you are saying something. You are saying something. You are saying something.
No. I say he collected the money. Then you asked a question earlier. Yeah. You say, has he done what?
No, you said the money was used and you stopped that.
Yes,
there.
He collected the money and he used it, and there was an event and the people attended it. Now, they attended the event, the money was spent for what it meant to be spent for. And the information that VDM got was wrong, and what VDM broadcast was wrong. And that is why those companies declare, what did they say about VDM? They don't know VDM.
Okay.
So I want you to keep supporting VDM. I know you are young or you are old or you are a graduate, or do not believe any individual. Don't believe me. Believe your judgment.
Okay. I have another question.
Yes.
But VDM bring out some evidence.
What is evidence?
That those company, those evidence that he brought out some evidence.
What is the evidence?
Those video, he brought those videos, both conversation and other things. We all see it, and I have it on my phone.
Is it the Indian lady? The Indian lady talking?
I don't hate VDM.
Sorry. You say you have a video. Is it the Indian woman that talked to VDM?
I don't know where she is from, but I saw the evidence.
So what is the evidence that you saw? Can you educate us, please, so that I can help you and educate you? I want to learn from you. Maybe I missed that evidence. What evidence did you see?
No, me, I want to learn from you.
No, sir. You came and you say you are not like you don't know. You are confused a little bit about what you know. I want to know. You say you have an evidence. What evidence do you have so I can tell you whether it's an evidence or it's just a fallacy?
The woman, according to what the woman said, she said she gave him the money. She gave him the money. The company gave him the money to pay some bloggers and other people for that, and he did not pay. He did not pay anybody, and he only paid this guy Timaya. He only paid Timaya and two other people there. He did not pay everybody that he was mentioning.
So Duman says
that is what I want to know.
Now, Duman lied.
Yes,
Duman lied. The Indian woman was hired to come and lie to Nigerians. Now she ran away. Now we can't get her anymore. But I've been able to talk to the owner of the company who hired her.
Okay.
So VDM was deceived. VDM fall into Mumu hand because he doesn't investigate before he broadcast.
Okay.
So you people that are supporting
talking about it anymore.
You people that are supporting him, when he throws something out there, don't eat it. Like the way Whiskey say, anything I drop, then go chop him. Don't chop him. You have to look at it. If it's a poison or if it's not, then you throw it away. So that he know he cannot be throwing things away to you guys. The company in question came to Nigeria to defraud Nigerians. Do you know that?
Yeah, I heard that.
That is the truth, not your head that. I investigated it and I have evidence both from the CEO of the company, from the husband, and from their website, and from the government file as well. So what
Nedu should be aware that they are here to fraud Nigeria.
Nedu did not know.
Okay.
Nedu was never aware. Nedu wanted to help. And what they did was to try to deceive Nedu to bring influencer in they can collect money from and Jakpa.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask you a question. The same company we are talking about now, we have evidence on this on here now on their website right now, where they say they raised 1.2 million from 17 people. Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
They are doing NGO. They raise 1.2 million from 17 people. 17 people give them 1.2 million, and the highest giver is 250 pounds. Have you got a calculator there?
No, I'm not with it now.
So when you calculate them together, 250 pounds, if the highest giver is 250 pounds, and it's only 17 people that give them money, if you times together 250 times 17, you will get 4,250.
Okay. Where did I get one?
Where did they get 1.2 million from?
Fraud. Jokers, man.
jokers.
This is enough reason.
Mr. Ben, you see one problem that the VDM supporters had that.
No. I want to. Sorry, Jide. This guy that came up here will never remain the same.
That's correct.
And please don't cancel my voice. You see, I brought you up, King. Promise.
Yeah.
The reason I brought you up, I'm older than you, and I'm probably experienced than you, and I can definitely mentor you. I don't want you to look at anybody as a hero.
I also have another problem, because in this life, both everybody, nobody is above mistake. Is there any other bad thing that he did? I mean, VDM, is there any other bad thing apart from this one? Is there any other one? I want to know it, because I may not know it.
That question is not left for me to decide if he's doing any bad thing.
My brother, I'm against, you see this word, nobody is above mistake. You see this word you guys always use, you are very, very angry with that word. Someone that you guys always say that VDM for the president, VDM for this. Then that person that you always want him to be your president, you will keep on coming to defend him and say, no, nobody is above mistake. What kind of word is that?
So definitely nobody is above mistake, because even me, I made a mistake. Nobody, if there is anybody that has not, or never made a mistake before she come out.
Okay, now, if nobody is above mistake, why is VDM dragging Nedu? Why can't VDM think that, oh, it was mistake Nedu did?
And can he accept his mistakes as a leader? Can he accept his mistakes?
Then we have to wait and see.
Oh, when
if he will do
he's
that.
asking you, have you ever seen VDM accept his mistake?
Yeah, I see. I did that. He did.
Which one?
On what occasion?
He did. About there was one girl he accused. This girl, what's her name?
No, is it Jojo?
Yes.
Then he used the girl to do content. He used the girl to do content again.
Let me break it down for you. It was VDM knew this was a game plan, yeah. Because Jojo she never had the energy, yeah, to do what VDM wanted her to do. That was why when Jojo was going off, he pulled in what's her name again? Cider Budge.
Exactly.
Because is a manipulator, yeah. It was playing in my game, playing on you people's intelligence. Don't know, because that was his plan.
And he couldn't manipulate Cider Budge.
Yeah, and if you hear VDM statement when he brought Jojo up, he said normally, I know they apologize. He said we'll focus.
Another question I want to ask Mr. No one is above mistake. What did VDM tell you guys that he was going to China to do?
You said,
bro, please, what was the mission of VDM going to China? Which update is VDM giving to you people in his page for the mission he went to China? Which updates are you receiving from your core VDM that went to China
from China
for a purpose from China now? What are you getting? Which update are you getting from VDM from what he told you guys that went to China to do?
VDM going to China is going there to help a lot of Nigerian youth. For him going to China,
yes, we know that he told us that when he arrived in China,
if there is any young man,
which answer in his page, whatever he has posted, what update have he given to us for what he went to China to do? You know what he went to China for. We all know it. When he arrived in China, he told us what he went to China for. Then since then, today, what is going on with whatever he went
Let me get drink water, guys.
How many days? How many days is this since he came back
my
from?
brother, how many days? He even today he posted something. Today he posted something. How does that has to do with what he went for China? Whatever he told us that he was going to China for, whatever he posted today, how does that has to do with the update that he gave to us? The reason why he went to China. Why is it that
See,
we
the only thing I have to say is that I'm the only thing I have to say is that I'm the only young person in this group right now. But the only one thing I have to say,
that is the reason why Hood said that. You see, we as a Nigeria, the only thing that we save up, we have to be logical.
Wait, one person talk at a time. Hello.
We have to be logical.
Someone that been here like in this.
Hello, guys. Let's talk one at a time.
T-shirt of a rat, the T-shirt.
Hello, guys, and let's talk one at a time, because if two people are talking at the same time, we will not be able to consume the conversation. So when you speak, once you finish speaking, then you can reply. So T-Cash was trying to say something, so you can go ahead and King promised that you can reply whatever you want to reply with. So T-Cash, you can go ahead with the conversation.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry. Go ahead now. Unmute yourself, T-Cash.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Okay. So thank you, my bro. So I'm only like, you see, there is a kind of word and the way Mr. Ben always control his platform and always trying to let Nigerians' mind to open, let us always understand. That is the reason why is, you see, in Nigeria, any human being that want to know what is going on in Nigeria, that person must be logical thinking. That person must think in a logical way, because we are not kings, and we as Nigerian youth is only the one that want to be deceived will be deceived. VDM, I'm also a kind of person that was behind him from beginning, from whatever he started. Then with time, I also understand what he's up to. Then because of the way he started, he just by the mind of Nigerians, everyone. Then we believe him, we trusted him. Then now he started doing things wrong. We can't even question it. We can't even think with our own knowledge. VDM went to China. He traveled to China. When he get to China, he gave us, details, whatever purpose that makes him go to China. VDM was in China not up to 3 days. His colleague, the people that he was working with, start advertising ratted T-shirt, because let me tell you guys, I'm 42 years and I have lived in China. I went to China since 2007. From China, I'm operating in South Africa. I'm like, when China, I'm among the people that, I'm operating, I'm like, benefiting from whatever is going on in China. Then they bring out a T-shirt of a rattle or whatever, then we can started. We believe on him, but now whoever that is here is not what we believe. VDM is in China for a business. Even I said it last when I joined Mr. Ben in the live before. That was the reason why VDM was in China, is in China now confused, and he couldn't get whatever.
So tonight is not about Tikash. Whatever VDM go to China to do, he's his own business. It's been truncated. Nobody's listening to him there.
That's what I'm saying.
He can come back. The problem I have, let me explain myself, sir. The problem I have with VDM is not personal. He can do whatever he wants. There's a lot of bloggers doing whatever they want. What I don't want is this, to try to cancel people. And his supporters are doing this. So they're suppressing people from speaking out, neither for him or against him. Exactly. It's not fair. That is the problem I have. And if we can go above that, whatever he wants, any food that want to give him money, they can give him money. That's the headache. People are giving money to pastors. Okay? Now, if you still believe that VDM is going to save you, then I think your generation is already finished. The fact is this, that we are advocating that we should fight for a system that works. Somebody is advocating for one strong boy that is building borehole. And when we talk, they say, don't talk, he's building borehole. What have you done? You see him painting school. And when we say VDM is not calling the government out, before you go to a community to build them their borehole, have you called the local government chairman in that place out with your platform? Have you called the councillor out? Now you're just gonna go there and build a borehole, and you call yourself an activist? That is ignorant. That is literally ignorant. At least you should call them out, because they have a responsibility to do something for the community. You don't just go there and take over the place of government and say, I am coming here to build a school or to do this. Nobody does that. I think the guy is ill prepared for the organization he wants to lead. Is ill prepared for the NGO he wants to lead. He don't even understand the meaning of NGO in the first place, because this NGO was forced on him. Because I remember when he was suggesting that people say you should go and register an NGO, so he's thinking about it. It's not something that is inbuilt. It's not something that is in him, and he's not learned to understand how it works. So he thinks you can bully people to NGO. We will scrutinize you. Let me tell you, VDM is going through more problem than we know. Forget about this big muzzle.
Exactly. He sounded so as someone who is confused.
Let me just submit my point, because this is very important. We should pray for this boy, because the enormous pressure that is on him, he has put himself into a situation where it's like somebody who is so arrogant to say, I am sorry. The first thing you do when you offend somebody, the first opportunity you get, just apologize and move on. If you refuse, there's a chances you will not do it. That is why, if you notice, if you don't want to call somebody now and you didn't call the person the first day, the second day, the chances you will not call the person for the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, it get like almost 80%. To quash a fight, you have to quickly sort it out. VDM has put himself on a pedestal of arrogant, and he can't see himself being humble. Now, this is the problem he has now. The problem he had, this dilemma of VDM. No celebrity in Nigeria born of a woman will trust VDM around them again. Nobody. No businessman born of a woman will trust VDM around them. They could use him to chase cloud. Hey, I'm with VDM, but that's what they would do. Because you know your information is not safe with him. And that is the most any man can do to themselves. It's the worst you can do to yourself. It's a self-defeat. It's a self-defeat. And that put him into a pressure, because you don't know what to do. Nobody trusts him. Do you think, let me ask King Promise. King Promise, are you there? King Promise. Is he mute?
It's like he's on mute. Yeah, I think so.
Let me
unmute him. King
He's
Promise.
looking for the comment section.
Yeah. He said he's here. Yeah. I want to ask him a question. Yeah. King Promise, if you're there, do you think?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Do you think if Davido hang out, Burna Boy hang out with a VDM now, they will not be careful about what they discuss in front of him?
They will be careful in what they are discussing with him. But I have something to say about on that part. You said he's doing something against Igbo. Sir, in that part, I'm from Akwa Ibom. I've been to like 3 countries. I've been to Ghana, and I've seen my Nigerian brothers. They are suffering in Ghana and other countries. VDM is trying. And if we can have, okay, can't we use this energy that we are using now and talk to VDM? Can't we use this energy and talk to government?
No. Sir. I am not talking to VDM.
You're talking to the government.
I am not talking to VDM.
No. That is the topic we are having here.
No, I am conditioning his follower.
My brother, you are the one that bring up this topic.
Ogati, let me educate this young man, please. Let me educate this young man.
I brought the topic. I was screen this thing. I saw your video. Yes, all your video you are talking.
Yes,
about
I agree. I agree.
So I have to come up.
Sir.
Have some experience about it, because I know in Nigeria we have never. Since my dad gave birth, my mom gave birth, I have never seen someone like VDM, although I know he's not perfect.
How many of your government that VDM have called out as your messiah, as how many cases or investigation, the way he used to bring out individuals out, how many that have VDM brought out? Since we believe that is the one that we depend on, how many of government, then you want Ben to be the one, or you want me to be the one to bring out government up?
Then he's doing his own part. He's definitely doing his own part. We all have the rule to be played, but the law of money does not allow us to see the truth. The law of money does not allow we Nigerians to talk and to see it.
He's doing
his
own pocket.
Yes.
King Promise.
For his
now,
own pocket.
I'll tell you something, Mr. Ben, Tikash. I was born in Kaduna. I grew up in Kaduna. I went to school like that. I schooled across the country. Now I'll tell you this thing. Time has changed. You know, I remember those days when we used to went school, secondary school. You know, they mobilized into streets to protest on some issues during the 90s. And when Aluta was Aluta, then social media was not in vogue. We had people speaking out, genuinely protesting, activists. Two-Face just had, this guy VDM just happened to be, fortunate to be in this time that the social media, is a means of, has given people a lot of platform to air their opinion. Now, I'll tell you this thing for free. Most people behind protest in this country over time, because I've been into protest from time, I've been to student unionism and all that. Most time is for their own interior and selfish purpose. Take it or leave it. Any activity you see, 90% of them, it's what they'll benefit from that. Look at unions, most of these unions, Peng and all that. We only have few, very, very few activists. Most, after protest, they'll call them behind, they negotiate. People will protest, but the leaders of that protest, they've gone behind and they've negotiated on your behalf and collected money. And so a lot of people on this platform, these social media issues, they are using people to cash out. The earlier you know it, the better for most people. That's just the truth. We only have few genuine people using this thing to want to achieve or to affect life positively. Most now for their belly that they fight and for.
Oluda, good evening.
King Promise, I want to ask you a question.
Okay, I'm with you.
Just say me and you are friends, right? I'm your trusted party. And me and you, they talk, they exchange messages, and they exchange phone calls. And during those times we talk, they send phone calls, they send phone chats, and they store your message. Then one day, me and you can get misunderstanding. I can't begin play all those conversations with me and you don't talk for like 5 years ago and chats, or 2 years. I can't tell people, see what you tell me for phone. See, I can't play your record, they call you show your screenshot of your WhatsApp messages when you send me. How you go look at me? You will call me a good person.
No, from on that aspect, I know what he's doing is not good.
Not VDM. I'm talking to you, me and you now. How would you look at me?
Yeah, what you are doing is not good. I will see you as a bad person.
Thank you.
I will see you as a bad person. Yes.
King Promise. King Promise.
That's exactly who VDM is.
King Promise.
Yes,
exactly who he is. Period.
Yes.
King Promise. I want to support VDM from today.
No, I don't ask anybody to support.
No.
I only said this Igbo. See, me. These Igbo people that are saying they want, because I don't even understand.
King Promise. King Promise.
They will begin to. Yes, that is what you said it. You said it.
King Promise.
No, you said that VDM is against Igbo. You said it.
King Promise. Let me talk to him, please. Let me talk to King Promise. King Promise. I have a proposition for you. Proposition for you. I know. King Promise. Do you believe that VDM is doing a great job in Nigeria right now?
Definitely.
Thank you. Do you believe that he's helping people?
Definitely.
Was he helping people before he found fame, or he started helping people when he found fame?
VDM has the spirit of helping people.
No.
He started
because we don't know.
He was not capable. He was not capable.
Okay,
so shows it when he's
Let me
capable.
ask you a question now. We only got to know him 2 years ago, as you say, as you know. Now we don't know him, no history. We don't have any of his old friends. Nobody can say anything about VDM. What we know about him is nothing. It's just a new guy in the market. Now, if I am VDM and I come to your village to build a well, would you like it?
You come to my village and do a borehole.
Yes, would you like it?
Very well, very well.
Stop there. If I now video that borehole and I put it on my YouTube, on my Instagram, on my TikTok, I build the borehole with 700,000. I make $3,000, which is 3 million to 4 million. Am I doing business?
I don't know if that is the amount he's making.
Yes,
but
I can tell. Sorry, sir. Oga. No. I am asking you about myself now. If I do that for 10 local government, for 10 villages, and I build all the borehole with 700, 800, and I make 1.5 million from each, so get and take, off and take, because I have 4 platforms: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, then Twitter.
Yes.
So if every time I build a borehole, I make money like that, or every time I announce I go dash person money, when I give them 1 million, I announce some, I make the video, and then that video generate money in all my platform for me. Do you think I'm doing business? If I'm not VDMO, I'm just me. And every time I'm traveling to different villages.
You are, yes, sir. You are saying something. Let me just say something. You come to my village and do a borehole, then you post it. You have 3 times 3 of that money that you spend there. Then, if it's possible to have that 3 of that money, or have more than that money, why can't all the social media, this thing, every business, everybody would have joined the business, because there is gain inside. Okay, why do we not join the business and leave the business to VDM only? That is the question I want to ask. Because even you would have done it. If there is gain inside, you would have done it.
Mr. Ben, I want to say something.
Go ahead, with that.
You can still do it. You can still do it and get a gain, and God bless you, and God will bless you on top of that, your gain inside.
Okay, hold on. Somebody want to say something to
you.
Somebody want to say something.
My brother, there are a lot of people that have done more than what VDM did without using it to get famous. We start using it, to chase crowd. So forget that. You guys have to understand how this life is.
Guys, I want to bring Oludayo. Oludayo, go ahead, please.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Ben and everyone.
Good evening, sir.
I understand what King Promise is saying perfectly, but that is where his own reasoning can assimilate. It's a prayer. I think not just for me alone, for everyone on this platform. Me personally, I shall not be poor mentally. Because that thing is my major fear. I fear I'm passing make I even crisis. Because when your mentality is poor, you cannot reason properly. God damn it. What is the use of the existence then?
It's finished.
Then they ask you direct question. Is this business or charity? You are still saying you can do it. How many people can dig boreholes? How many people can go into villages and dig? If you want to dig borehole, go and do it. If you want to dig wells, go and do it. But the concept behind it, posting it to generate clicks and revenue, that is what you are not seeing.
I've seen.
No, hold on. You are not seeing it.
Why? Okay. Why is he the only person?
You want them
why is he? Why is he the only person that love the business?
Hold on.
If there is capital in the business, why is he the only one that loves doing the business?
Anybody can do.
Because we call it business now. You are calling it business. Why is he the only one that is doing the business?
My brother. If you listen, you will understand. If you listen properly, you will understand.
If I may ask this question, please, if I may ask this question, what is that borehole? The evidence, those borehole, how many community, how much? The worth of the
that's not the problem.
Yes, the worth of the borehole. Even in my community.
How many and how much?
Listen.
Even that borehole is more than one. That borehole is more than 2 million.
You don't know me. I don't know
one
you.
Borehole is more than 2 million with everything.
Whatever school that he painted or whatever, you see me. I have done.
I want to ask King Promise a question.
I have done more than Promise a question. No one knows me. And even if you go my profile, no one's, even this my profile is this. It's only yesterday, last year that I'm like, trying talk in a
Mr. Ben, I want to tell you something.
People are doing things. VDM is a businessman. We have to understand it. I'm not saying that
Mr. Ben, I want to tell you something today.
We need to understand what is up to.
Tikas, hold on. Yes,
Mr. Ben,
go ahead, sir.
I want to tell you something today. There are a lot of doctors here in the US, right? That most people don't know. Like the medical equipment, if they use them for about 5-10 years, they just trash them and throw them away. Not like it's sport or anything. Even the bed and the mattresses. There are some doctors here in the US that say, okay, don't trash them. We are going to take them to Africa. They distribute them to villages. And no doctors that go to Nigeria twice a year to treat people for free with this equipment and don't post nothing. If they post those things, how much do you think they will make in return?
Even in my community, the chairman of my local government area, they gave him money to build a market. The state government gave him money for that. They gave him that contract, and he finished the money without doing anything. Then this boy is just as in, he's just a street boy. Let me just call him a street boy. And he stand on his own to help some people. Instead of you people to be supporting him or to leave him and be helping some people, and we all will put it and be seeing how this Nigeria will be good. Then we are here destroyed. Why are we like this? Why? Why are Nigeria like this? I have a question for you.
Listen,
you have to take it easy.
Oludayo, let me just say this.
We have to encourage this guy. I know you are disappointed.
I know you are very passionate about VDM.
I understand how you
but
feel.
My question for you is, in a sane society, should VDM even exist? Because you made a statement that you should have more VDM. In a sane society, should VDM exist?
Oludayo, Mr. Ben, you know, communication is a two-way thing. Huh? And if for effective communication, there should be proper understanding. And I've seen that to be void here. So I don't see the purpose of this engagement.
Yeah, I agree with you. Apart from that, King promise, there's something you need to understand. You need to calm yourself down. You need to look at the bigger picture of what is happening.
Okay, sir. I'm listening.
And the bigger picture is sometimes in life, right? Not everything that appears good at the present is good. The intention about those things, you need to consider that. What VDM is doing, yes, to many people, it seems like a messiah. Because we've never seen that kind of thing before. Nobody has come up and take this kind of leadership and say, okay, yes, I want to do this, I want to do that. But the person in question, is he a good person? That is where we have a problem. I can come outside today and say, yes, I want to do this. I want to help widows. I want to help motherless babies home. I want to help orphanage home. But me, myself, am I good? Am I good? What is my moral? If I'm not good, despite all those good things I'm doing, disqualifies me for being a good person to my society. And that is the danger of VDM. You need to understand its precedence. The things he does behind the camera and in front of the camera. Check. We have seen all his antecedents. The way people say, oh yeah, VDM is helping people to collect money. What are the methods he used to collect money? Is it morally standard with our way of life? The way he does, the way his attitude in recovering those money is blackmailing people.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
Listen, let me finish. And you need to understand, so with all those things, that disqualifies him for any good thing he has done. If you want to be good, you need to be good. Your past defines your present, and your present defines your future.
He cast people and collect money from them to the owner of the money. Then those people that collected money from those from the owner of the money, they don't have the hearts, they don't have feelings, they don't even care if the other person would die or not. Then VDM come out boldly to collect the money to the person.
What did he do? What is he doing? How is it? Sorry, sir. Logic man.
Yeah.
Let me ask the guy. He said VDM come boldly and collect it. How does he collect this money? What is the method he used?
He used force. He used his own force to collect the money.
What are his force?
His own influence. His own influence to collect the money.
Like what? Give me example of. Oga, give me example of the influence.
Oga, anybody that if you are anybody that is owing someone, or you dupe someone, or you fraud someone and collect money, immediately VDM call your name on social media. I swear that you go return that money. They know poor that person.
Why Nedu no return the money to the owner now?
Oga, may we wait now?
King Solomon,
may we wait now?
King, promise, let me tell you, I don't know how you was grown up, or how you brought up, or the level of your family, but I just want to tell you this. You see, let me tell you, I was once a VDM fan from beginning. I love what he was doing when he started. I love what he was doing from beginning. But from the time that VDM is no longer who I think he was, I cut off, I unfollowed him, and then I just like, I'm not even like coming out to talk, but the person that I start following and start talking on social media is Mr. Ben. Reason is because it's not against him. Likewise me, I'm not against him. But what I'm against BDM is he started as an influencer, which we don't know, we never believe, we don't get that picture. Then he became famous. Then once he became famous, then he started using the advantage. That is the problem of Nigeria. Why? Because he got the supporters. Wait, he got the supporters. Then now he have already called in a dark room, and there he accepted the offer. Now VDM is zero in my eyes. I don't know about you, but for me, it's zero because I have already seen him that is not what I think he is. And that is final for my own opinion.
Thank you very much, Mr. T. Thank you very much, Mr. T.
I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question.
Can promise we'll answer you enough. I thank you for joining. Learn from the floor, and then we'll join another time. Thank you for joining tonight. Okay? I do appreciate you. Thank you for joining.
Can I say something? Let me say something before I go.
You can say it, yeah.
Let me ask a question before I go.
Nah, I told you already. I told you already. You can ask from the comment floor. Okay. Jude, go ahead, Frank. You just joined. Thank Frank for joining. Frank, are you there? Jude Frank.
Jude Frank. Go ahead.
If Frank is not there, let me bring Emperor. Emperor, go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon or good evening, good morning, wherever.
It's actually good evening here from the UK.
Okay. From the look of things, I would like to say that we are talking about somebody who is doing something in the way best known to him and in the society where he does find himself. Nigeria or Africa has been into this this curve where things should be taken from certain people in a certain way. I should not really call it a jungle, but jungle justice is what should prevail at this moment in Africa because of the norms and the ways where we have our leaders are being our leaders are training us.
Yes. But I want to ask, where are you calling from first, please? Let me have an idea. Emperor.
Okay. I'm calling from Thailand.
Okay. Okay. And you've just said now that things should be jungle justice. Can you elaborate a little bit on that, please?
Okay. But we should be civil about it. I'm looking at the way the so-called VDM operates. He operates in a manner in a language which is best known to which is best understood to both the defendant and the plaintiff. Because he who executes or he who has perpetrated that crime or that action has totally put himself in the situation where it's like he is conscienceless. And how do you deal with a conscienceless individual?
Absolutely. I agree with you. It's very hard.
Okay. So we have this saying which says desperate situations calls for desperate measures.
Measure, yes.
But we do not quantify how desperate these measures should be. So it depends on the person who is dealing with that person who has come with that desperate situation or who has brought up that desperate situation. So it might result in me just talking to you in a harsh way. It might result in me putting your nudes online for you to respond to me. It might respond to me clenching my fists with you in public. But now it just all depends.
Okay.
So
I am going to stop you there a little bit, so that I can.
Yes, sir.
We can move on a good note. Now you live in
Yes,
Thailand.
Sir.
I come to
Exactly.
Thailand. I have a business arrangement with you. You know, Nigeria, the way it's jungle justice. If you look at our justice system, do you agree Nigerian justice system is jungle justice? Isn't it?
Certainly.
Nigerian police is jungle justice.
Absolutely.
Nigerian EFCC is jungle justice.
I agree with you.
Now, BDM can operate in jungle justice as well. Because
that's what I've seen.
Yes, that's what you recommended it. You actually indirectly supporting it.
Yes.
Okay. Now, because the people that have no conscience also operate in jungle justice.
Yes, sir.
If I have a problem with you right now, and you have your side of the story, I have my side of the story, and
yes,
I go to, you are in Thailand, I have a business transaction with you, I go to the bank in Nigeria, and I tell the police or the EFCC, I have a problem with this guy, he's in Thailand, this is how much he's owing me, I call a figure, I give your name, EFCC take your name to the bank, shut down your account, completely truncated all of your business transaction, tell the bank, because our court system also operates jungle justice, get a PND order from the court, send it to the bank, bank approve it, your money stopped. Your side of the story have not been heard. What would you do?
I will then ask questions. Why is my account being frozen? And move from there.
And if I still tell EFCC you are owing me money, and EFCC look into your account and they see 750 million, and they wire it to me before you even have a chance to defend yourself, because he that reported first had the final say, what would you feel? We are operating jungle justice now. They've just applied jungle justice.
Yes, I will feel betrayed. I will feel trampled upon, because now you have now accepted with me now that they are executing jungle justice.
Yes.
So if personally I want to fight back, what would I do?
You go jungle justice.
Certainly, but now that would depend on how I do it. How do you fight somebody legally who has so much power, so much administrative power, that everywhere you go to, you are being blocked or you're being shot? How do you turn to fight that person who has enormous power?
Okay.
You would find that soft spot to press it harder so that he releases. That is just the lifestyle we have in Africa.
No, that is not the lifestyle. the problem is this: many too often we make a strong man without a strong institution. The problem of Nigeria is that we are looking for a strong man instead of strong institution.
Brother, you see, this is that problem
Sati, let me finish, please.
Ben, let me talk to this guy. That power he's talking about now.
Sati. We are recording this conversation. I don't want disruption. Okay, because so that other people will learn. If I am talking, I do allow you, please. I do ask you to allow me to finish my point. My brother from Thailand, are you there, sir?
Oh, certainly.
Yeah. So what we are fighting for, I am not against VDM being strong. He can only muzzle his strong to somebody he can dominate in the environment he is in, according to what you say. What we are doing is this. We are advocating for institution, system, instead of individual. And people have come here and said we should have like 30, we should have 30 VDM. That is completely anarchy that we are experimenting with. Exactly what example I gave to you now is, if I decide to intimidate you and the law is on my side, there is literally nothing you can do. I'm going to give you an example. Recently, there was a story of Mercy Chinwe versus Mr. Easy. Mercy Chinwe have just put a litigation down against VDM. Mercy Chinwe had a problem with her ex-manager. They have a money problem, contract problem. There was no stealing. Are you listening, sir? There was
I am here.
There was no money missing from anywhere. It was a contract. I asked you to sing for me, and I own the record, and whenever you perform it, whatever they pay you, I have 40%. That is a contract, isn't it?
Certainly.
Now, one of the parties to the contract decided to breach the contract and move on. Now, the management begin to withhold the revenue that is coming from the streaming services, provided until they settle their matter that they are having. And there's a communique to Mercy Chinwe to say, we are going to be holding this money down until we settled. And we see you performing in these also places. We see your flyer in these also places. You are supposed to be giving us money. Because in the music business, you don't perform for free. Not even in the holy, not even the Pope. Now, Mercy Chinwe also have our own side of the story. Do you agree that this is a court problem?
Certainly.
Now, Mercy Chinwe, the case was already in court, but Mercy Chinwe was not satisfied with the process of it. Mercy Chinwe applied what we call systematic jungle justice. Mercy Chinwe went to the system and used her connection, as it may be, which we all use in Nigeria because we operate a jungle justice. EFCC then went to Lagos, picked up Mr. Easy, okay, brought Mr. Easy to Ilorin, locked him up for 9 days, locked up his account, just as I give you example how I can make them to lock your account. Right?
Yes, sir.
EFCC kept Mr. Easy, Mercy Chinwe manager, for 9 days, breaking the law because that is not their jurisdiction, because this is a contract disagreement. A court and a lawyer are supposed to sit down, this and this, and they settled, they go to court.
Civil matter.
Civil matter, basically. Now, EFCC then, after the manager, Mr. Easy, spent 9 days and suffering after intimidation, they drove him into the bank. They asked the bank to withdraw money from his dollars account. They transferred that money under duress to Mercy Chinwe. Are you listening?
I'm right here.
In all of this, Mercy Chinwe was in her house. EFCC have no obligation to obey Mercy Chinwe. They did it because of corruption. Just the way I gave money to police to let me go through. just the way we use our connection to get admission, messaging we use our connection. Now, when the story comes out, who do you think we should be dragging?
Most certainly, the Mercy.
How?
First of all, the matter is in court. It's following the legal proceedings. A verdict has not been issued yet.
Yes.
Secondly, you sideline the legal proceedings and go now to execute, or go now to satisfy your ego, to in fact take laws into your hands.
So which law he took?
So
you mean he overpowered the system? He told the system to do this, and the system do it.
Okay, sir. Look at this is a situation where the plaintiff and the defendant have an issue, and it is in court. Due to the story that you have told me at the moment, it means that it is the defendant who is right, though not yet proclaimed. But now the plaintiff still wants to torment the defendant.
My brother, I ask you a question. The people that have to drag is EFCC. That's the only
Oh
thing.
my God, TK, T-Cash, why you body to the hot you?
Bro, I'm always angry when people keep talking things that no.
Body the hot you know. Let the guy finish. Oga, I want you to explain to me why you think Mercy Chinwe is the problem, sir.
I think she's the problem because she is the one who instigated it. Because if she did not move it to that place, if she did not move it to the EFCC would not react. You were saying that before you made this statement, you did say that we need strong institutions, not strong people. Okay. Now they are not strong institutions. So I will put this question to you. You want
FCC to put hand in
the fire. Hold on now. Oh my God. Logic, tell me that
you would want to construct a single story building, and then you first of all put the foundation as wood, and then you come up and start putting bricks or concrete.
Now, I'm going to stop you there, and I'm going to cut the story very short so that we can all understand that our difference is not that differ. It's just we are not understanding each other, and I'm going to make it as simple as possible to myself and to yourself.
Okay, sir.
Now, EFCC is a body. What did they fight? They fight corruption, right?
Yes, sir.
That's a body that fight corruption. So they should be above corruption. They should know wrong from right. They should know legal framework from no legal framework. They should know what is there within their jurisdiction or not. Now, EFCC went ahead and implement all these lapses because somebody asked them to. A civilian asked them to do that. Now, I'm going to come back to you. If I ask EFCC to withdraw your money for me because I give them story that you are owing me.
Yes.
Who is responsible for that money being taken away from you?
EFCC, of course, because they gave that order.
Oludayo, go ahead, please. I know you are waiting so hard to answer this guy because I want to finish something here. But Oludayo, you're mute, but I can see you laughing under that gun there.
My brother, I don't understand. This platform, we discuss serious issues here, but most times I just stay here to have fun.
Now,
this thing is just pure common logic.
Mr. Emperor, don't think we are laughing. But Mr. Emperor,
I'm attentive. I'm very attentive.
No, we are learning, and it's very important.
Exactly.
If you come to Nigeria and I ask police to use their GUN to shoot your leg, who should be responsible for shooting your leg?
Of course, the police.
So what?
Responsible for shooting my leg. Or you want me to say that? You want me to say that it is you who asked them to shoot my legs? You should be
the same thing you said in messaging.
But that was the same thing you said about messaging. You say it's messaging where is responsible for removing Mr. Easy's money. So I was expecting you to say it was me that is responsible for shooting your leg. Because police no get sense anymore to know they shouldn't shoot anybody's leg when civilians they don't do it.
Okay. Okay. Let's. We are. I think we are trying to say almost the same thing, but in different words.
It's actually not the same thing.
The way you would go about it is not the way I will go about it, and it's not the way Oludayo would go about it. It's not. But the sense is we are gearing towards the same direction. What I am saying is this:
brother, education is not knowledge. Education is not wisdom.
I might say.
English, big grammar. Grammar is not wisdom.
Sati, why in the verse like this evening? Why the verse?
We are not talking about grammar here. We are talking about simple understanding.
Emperor, go ahead. Emperor, make your point. Make your point. Allow him, sir.
Emperor, you need to think deeper. Just think deeper and see things in the bigger picture. What we're trying to say is that the system, people take advantage of the system. Doesn't mean we must blame the people. We need to blame the system. That is where that is what we are fighting for. Yeah.
I totally accept with you, sir. But the thing is, if we are wanting to blame the system and not trying to reconstruct the system, it is a waste of time. But now, how do you reconstruct the system? The system has been built already on, you cannot come and start reconstructing the system from already a shattered foundation. You break the whole thing down and start reconstructing. I do not know where somebody comes here and starts saying that we are not talking big grammar. I can speak as well in pidgin.
And my guy, I like that one. My guy, don't enter.
But the thing for them, I say, let me go down to the broken. The thing for them, I say, if would they want for get an institution where it will be accountable, the institution will already get them at the moment. I think to say it be worthless because we get to the institution, they get to be broken down. And how they get to be broken down? By those people, the way they don't clinch to power, where they claim to, I'll call them a cartel.
Cool. So do you think VDM is against cartel, or is a cartel himself?
I should say yes.
Yes, cool. What? Is a cartel or against cartel?
No. He is a cartel of his kind. I believe, I strongly believe he is a cartel.
Now this is I'm going to stop here. The problem I have with idea of VDM being in multiplication is that it makes us dumber as a society and make us lazy. Make us lazy as a society to ask questions. Now, I have studied VDM in a way, and I have discovered that he does not interested in fighting the system or asking the system for question. And this is very dangerous because this is our civil liberty we are talking about.
If I paid you, if I can pay you to put your hand in the fire, will you accept the money and put your hand in the fire?
You're asking me a logical question. Everything has got a price. It depends on how much you pay me.
Then why wouldn't you say it the way it is?
So if
you know whatever question they are asking you now, and you know whatever we are talking about, and now you are just twisting it.
I am talking constructively. No,
Cash, hold on. Let Mr. Banks
console me. I do not misconsole me. I am talking constructively.
I understand.
I am not,
you know, sorry, Tikash, allow me to hold to it because this is I think this is the first time we're actually having you. You've been here before, sir?
Oh no, sir.
Okay. I actually like your patience, and I understand that you can groom me and I can groom you in questioning, and we get to learn each other at the end of the day. I think the fundamental statement of this platform is that we are not building any bullies. We are not building any anarchists. We're not building somebody that believes that everything has to be taken by bullying people in different systems. You use different examples. You used different example when you started. And when we observe VDM, I discovered that is where he's gearing into. And when you give so much power to one person, one individual,
there you have said it.
He will misuse.
There you have said it.
He will misuse it.
He has accumulated so much power. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, he will misuse it, and sometimes absolute power come absolute responsibility or absolute corruption. So we have to really checkmate him. And it's so sudden that his supporters feel like we are attacking him. No, I am not attacking VDM as a human being. I am basically attacking the ideology behind him. And that's why I keep saying that fighting or changing institution, just imagine all of the power he has, all of the crowd he has. If he leave Messi Chinwe alone, and for the last 3 weeks, we are dragging EFCC. Do you know today we would have known the EFCC officer that collected the money? Do you know we would have known that? We would have also known, would have pushed so much to the top of the affair that EFCC boss, we now know they shouldn't do that. That is why you need somebody to analyze for you and say, this is not right. VDM can even go and ask a lawyer. How is it possible that EFCC will do this? But no, VDM left all those things and pick on Mercy Chinwe, and he was dragging her like it's a joke, like become a become a bully on social media. That is not the best thing to do. That's why I give you that simple question. If you come to Nigeria and I ask the police to take your money and give it to me, who would you blame? Police should not do that.
That is true. I totally understand now the angle from where you are handling this.
Yes. Because if we are able to make something out of this case that EFCC know they have F up, do you know we can save you? You can save hundreds of people, because EFCC will now know they are not allowed to touch any civil matter that doesn't have something to do with them. But in a situation where we are praising VDM for dragging Mercy Chinwe and all the EFCC officer who committed this crime, there no responsibility. And I've also said when Bobrisky did not sleep inside jail, we are blaming Bobrisky. Bobrisky have no option. Bobrisky
has no power.
That's right. So, but VDM was for all week. In short, VDM made that boy to leave the country. Today, the boy is seeking asylum somewhere. Is that what we want for our life?
No, Mr. Ben. So, Mr. Ben, this is what I would like to tell you, that you see that why I say jungle justice and the way it is being meted upon, it is really what I said it is. In a constructive way, you would see that whatever VDM is doing, he should have somebody who is a thinker, an organizer, somebody who thinks out of the box.
No.
But I think that what he does is, because if somebody was closer to him, let me say it's a whole system, who is thinking out of the box like you are doing, the person would have said, look at this matter. This is what has happened. But if you hit on this individual, you do not solve the problem of tomorrow.
That's it.
Because the problem of tomorrow will still come where another person will still go to this very institution and this same thing will be done.
Now we agree. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Now we got to a level
what
now.
We have to do is to cut it from the roots, not go to the branches.
And unfortunately, VDM as a person does not believe in that. The last time he spoke, he said, let my lawyer not give me advice. If not, I will release this information. And that was about Nedu. About Nedu, because somebody came to make a fallacy complaint to him. A excuse that we have busted on this play that it was actually a fraud. Those people are, and they wanted to commit fraud and use Nedu's name to commit fraud in Nigeria. They are in the UK here. The company is I'm in the UK, and I'm saying it. They are fraud. Let them sue me. In this country, you can't label such a thing if you don't have evidence. I have my evidence. Let them sue me. So when they went to Nigeria to do that, they wanted to go and use the same jungle justice we are talking about now. And they being we are not here, they would have used that jungle justice to extort Nedu, because Nedu did not fall into their trap. It's like you coming to Nigeria now and tell your community there's a big coin called, there's a coin called Ben coin, and there's no coin called Ben coin. And you ask every influencer to advertise it for you. They advertise it for you. And then there's no, who are they defrauding at the end of the day if they advertise that coin for you? Your community.
The community.
So if the deal fall apart because you ask this your community people or the influencer you are using to ask every community leader to buy ticket, that is the first cash out. And he said no, and the deal fall out. Are you now blaming Nedu for that?
No, not at all.
Yes, the problem of VDM is this. He does not have people around him that tell him no. Deji, as a lawyer, Deji is my brother, he's a co-guide. Deji is just looking for fame. And the biggest cash cow for him at the moment is VDM.
VDM, yeah.
And unfortunately,
I accept with you in a way that the VDM has found himself in a society where the people at the moment are vulnerable.
That's it.
They are not rightfully thinking that they have never seen something like this.
Yeah.
So along the time from when he started on to date, he has accumulated so much power that has made him not want to get to have a listening ear.
What do you think what do you think is different between VDM and Apostle Suleiman, Apostle Ebuka? There's nothing. It's just gathering vulnerable people and taking advantage of them. That's it. There's nothing. It's the same mentality that those pastors are operating with. It's the same thing that VDM is operating with. It's just hurdle mentality, follow mentality. This is my hero and nothing else. And that is dangerous for a system. Thank you so much for joining us. And I actually enjoyed the conversation with you. I would like to follow you, and you just end my follow because you listened and were able to have a productive conversation. Again, this platform belongs to every one of us, even those people that disagree with us, that disagree with what we're doing. We disagree today on this topic. Tomorrow we will agree. So your voice is important. Thank you for joining.
It was a pleasure to be on your panel, sir.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Now, T-Cash. T-Cash, are you peaceful now? We are finally settled. Is T-Cash still there? T-Cash, the rake.
T-Cash the best.
I'm here.
T-Cash the rake.
Let me define T-Cash to you. You know, say T-Cash be like person born again before. Yeah. When you can't live born again, by the time you come back, you can't do worst. So T-Cash, they follow VDM before. Now we don't play VDM.
Born again.
No. And this is the danger of VDM follower. Any VDM follower that stop following VDM, that will be
by that is that's in the light, yeah. They fight anybody.
T-Cash not born again.
My brother, you see me. I'm like, I grown up in a place like, it's not that we are rich, but I've been in a life with my age. I left Nigeria. I've been like, hustling, doing things, even before social media come out, even before I've already I've experienced life. I'm doing things without even people knowing who I am or whatever I am doing, but I will never even do anything, to show off, to let people to know about it. But these days with social media, the reason why I'm angry, I followed VDM from beginning when he started coming up. I was like, yeah. But with time, I start like understanding whatever he's up to, even till date. That is the reason why I'm like, it's not like I hate him, but I don't know. He can't control the power he inquire all by himself. And that is his problem. He always want to be the person that has all that power. He wants to do everything by his power. He wants everything, all his followers to believe him, even if he's wrong or right. No, life doesn't work like that. When you start
somebody us to hold on. Somebody on YouTube say VDM. So hold on. Somebody on YouTube say VDM is in China. All he talk about is Umi, 20DK, good Guana, Chief Priest's wife.
I swear to God. I swear. I'll talk it today now. Like we started following him like now, but since he started doing the saga live, that was when I'm like, no.
He made an announcement when he went to
And
China.
another thing people don't believe of this his trip to China, even where the place that he was today doing the video, he said that he doesn't want to cut the location, he doesn't want to. I know where he was.
Play that video.
I know where he was. I went to China since 2007. My company is in South Africa. I'm controlling it here. We have it here. We have Nigeria. I go to China anytime I want to. I know where he was. Where he was in a factory that they produce a T-shirt. And that was the Rate brand that he just want to deceive people. And the guy that was advertising it was a plan. They already pretend the T-shirt, send the sample, whatever. It's just used. Us, like people were like, he went to China for people that was complaining that they're sending money, they are doing this. All are lies. Who are those people? Who are the people? He went there for a business trip, and what he wanted to do, he just wants
all right. Sir, I want to send a message to VDM. Let me announce to Rato Gang.
He went there for his business.
Ogati Cash, hold on, please. VDM, well done for what you are doing. This is Mr. Ben. I know you know me. I would like to invite you to join us live on this show. We want to ask you a question.
Some questions.
We want to ask you just a couple of questions about your activities. I know you don't give press media because you are like emperor, the king who doesn't answer questions. But that is the beginning of delusion that you occupy at the moment. I want to ask you a question. I know you are smart. I want to ask you a question, VDM. I want you to come to this live with 7 Rato Gang members and only me. And you have all of the chances in the world to answer or not answer. And you can ask me any question, investigate about me, bring evidence. Ask me about Andrew, Celine. Ask me anything. You are a responsible boy. I know. I trust your judgment. So we are inviting you to the platform. I know we are nobody. We don't have anything. We don't have anybody. You know, we are small. We are like deworm, as you say. But help us. Help us grow. So tomorrow we'll publish this. Fellas, please make sure you put this out there tomorrow. VDM has been invited to Mr. Ben's page.
Bring it on.
Come and answer question. Come. You have 2 million followers. You talk to the whole nation. You blah blah your way. You don't want to go to TV station. Come to TikTok and talk. Or you think you're going to make me famous? Wow. At least you are helping people. You are lifting people up. Lift me up. I promise I will be kind. But I know Ratogang will not want you to come here because they have visited this place. They don't like it at all.
They don't like it.
It's not a conducive place for them.
We have somebody in the midst. It says it's a Ratogang and one Prince Paul. So maybe you have something to tell us.
That one, Brady, nice. If you want to come up. Mr. Ben, I'm so much happy our TikTok is back.
Oh, fellas.
Yeah.
We appeal it. We told them and I sent them that I'm a journalist. That interview and every other thing we've been doing here is to doing what freedom of information is supposed to be. And if I read the apology letter for you, it will surprise you. We are very sorry for all the inconvenience. Your account is back on.
Wow.
And I told them to check that we have received, and they told us, yeah, there's a lot of report coming in. And now they have put a protection over my account. So if you like, send.
Now they even help yourself.
Yeah, them helped me. It was actually a help to them because I was able to write them that they should check my account.
I was following up on YouTube via my PC. So I just said, let me, because it's more expensive there, you know.
I was actually telling you TikTok. TikTok's live. I'm alive on TikTok. Yes.
You know, I was thinking it's the Mr. Ben Cash.
Yes, no, this one came back. Account. This one came back this morning, and I just did the application. I did the appeal around maybe because you know yesterday we left on time. We did not stay long when we streamed. Yeah. Then I did the appeal in the evening. This morning I got one message from them. And if you ever lost your TikTok, you have to appeal it and explain to them what happened. And they got one message from them where they tell me that I should show some evidence. And I showed some evidence. And then after some time, the account was back on. Hopefully, it remain like that. But let me just tell VDM, please, we actually want to speak to you on this platform. We are a small platform, but delicate. If you can survive this platform for 10 minutes, or 20 minutes, let me give you 20 minutes, I will become your fan. I will advocate for you.
That's an open challenge.
Yes.
Bring it on.
If you want me to write a letter to you, officially, I will promise you I'll write a letter for you officially. We just needed to have the address. They will deliver it to you in Abuja.
It's not all for fame. Someone is saying all for fame.
Yeah, you minding that one? That one. If you bring that one now, Naboho Lingo they talk about.
Yeah,
Prince Paul. Do you have something for us? Prince Paul, you're here with us. Maybe you have something to tell
us. Is what? Who?
There's one Prince Paul on here
Prince
now.
Paul have been sending invitations since. Prince, go ahead.
Greeting to everyone.
Greeting. Where are you reaching out from?
From Nigeria.
Go ahead, Prince.
You don't call us names since, so we hear you now talk.
Yeah, okay. I'm not really calling names because my belief is that in life you must have a critic. And critics are the one I recognize are the one that can also give you a positive advice, not the one that will just criticize you on the basis of hatred or jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my question is that I've been observing Mr. Ben, which is the host, most of his live stream and directs. I will be somehow direct to him some of my questions.
I'll be here to answer it.
Talking about, because he asked when King Promise was on, I think there was a question that he said, is VDM a businessman or a charity?
Mm.
Now, I will respond to that. Charity in the sense that people are benefiting.
Mm-hmm.
In the believer, if you change a life, one life, and that life is be able to multiply, you're already helping life, you are building life.
Okay.
You might not really change the whole world. At least if he is able to reach out some people that are benefiting individually, is a good thing for me. I'm not saying that he's not also stepping on toes. But stepping on toes whereby people are seeing reason to come in and also to learn is a good thing.
Okay.
Now, in the case of, I'll point out some few questions.
Mm-hmm.
In the case of Jenny Glover, a lot of people have been victims, and to some extent, a lot of people that were supposed to be a victim are also now out of that picture. So, will you say is a good thing, Mr. Ben?
Can I answer that?
No. Let me. You say you want to? Do you want me to answer it, Prince? I can answer it for you.
Just jot it down. That is one of the questions.
Okay.
Secondly, in the life of Asmochi, before Asmochi case was also resolved with the guy that sent her $1 million for an advert, she was not really open. And to some people, they were, Videm is always personal is just bringing people down. On the long run, Asmochi also admitted to that antecedent, of which there was a makeup. So will you also say that if Videm was not that pushy, with Asmochi not sideline that guy, because possibly the guy don't have a platform to speak for himself? That's another question. Then the third one, which you are saying, is he running a charity or is he running a business? If you are running a business, I believe you want to make profit. And if at all, they also is benefiting the both parties, is it a good thing? And Mr. Ben, now you're running a live. If people are not tapping on your screen, yeah, or sharing the live, do you think that your page will be relevant?
Mm-mm.
Now, you are also running a business, but you are educating people.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to call it a bad business.
No, I'm not a charity.
You are not a charity.
Mm-hmm.
But can I tell you that your knowledge you are giving is also a charity indirectly?
Yeah, I'm giving knowledge because I have it, and I'm not pretending for what I'm not. And your question is very, very good. I like it, and I want to answer it today so that other people may also learn from where I stand on VDM and business. Do you understand what is called motive? Motive.
Yes.
So motive is very important in things people do.
Your intention.
Intention of
so
have you ever watched a skit maker that go to the shops and say and tell an old woman, can I have 500 naira, please? And then when the old woman give 200 naira or give them 50 naira to buy water, they end up giving that woman 10,000 or 20,000. Have you ever watched that?
Yes, I have several.
Have you ever watched even this girl Jojo that go to give people money and then recorded it? Did you ever watch it?
Yes, some of our video too.
Okay. Do you think those people are doing charity or they're doing content and making money?
They are doing two things in one.
No. It has to be one.
Hold on. You know, Mr. Ben, I did say that you're also running a business, but indirectly you're also running charity. You know, I break that space down.
Yeah. So
now your charity, your business sometimes might not just be you gaining as a person. There are people that will benefit from the fact that you are doing business that will aspire to be in that space of you, holding you as a mentor.
So
you cannot take that
now we don't, because this is a very simple thing, and I believe we can just sort it out in a second. Do you now believe that if that lady who goes to people to say, give me 500 naira, please, I lost my transport, and give the woman 20,000, do you think if that lady is not making money from the content is creating with that, do you think they will continue doing that?
Okay. Definitely no.
Okay. So if VDM, sorry, my brother, sorry. If VDM build one well in Ikotekpene, and the well, he posted it on internet, and the well give him £1,500, $1,500 at the end of all of his platform, that particular video give him, let's say, $1,500, and the well cost 600,000, and that $1,500 is about 1.something million, and he built 10 well. Do you think that 1.something will make him to encourage to go quickly go build another well in another community again?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know. I don't have a problem with VDM. I don't want somebody who is a content creator to come out and start claiming that he's a charity. He's not a charity. He's a content creator.
Okay.
He's doing. Hold on. Let me finish, please. We're not arguing. I'm having a headache right now.
Okay.
And I'm not here to educate you. We have enough video on our YouTube and everything. And there's one thing you say here today. You say, I'm educating people. I want you to participate and learn that I'm not against VDM as a person, but I see, I live in the UK and I don't see what you guys see. I see what is out there. Okay. And I know exactly the character of this guy. It is all shell. It's just fake. Like literally, it's game. Do you remember when Orocha Sokorocha was going everywhere, waving carnival up and down the country? You remember Rocha Sokorocha?
Yes, I do.
You remember Richard Sokorocha Foundation everywhere?
Yes, I do. So, now that is a political space.
No, not political. Not political. He was doing charity before he became politician. I hope you understand that. I hope you're not too young to remember that.
Hold on. You did mention about intention. His work is for the political intent. The intention he has towards becoming fitting into office. So his charity from that angle is towards his political aspiration.
So VDM charity from that angle is towards enriching himself. Can we agree to that?
Enriching himself in a sense that if the person he has done, okay, let me say now, I did mention few things that he has done, yeah? Now, the enrichment, are you valuing it for the life he has saved also?
It's not saving no life, please. It might save life in your own night.
Sorry. Do you know how many people have been a victim of that Jenny's Glow?
Do you know how many people is a victim of bank and MTN in Nigeria?
So are you saying that because a system is like that, it should be like that forever?
So I'm glad you called the system. So what needs to be changed is the system.
That's what we need to change the system. That's what we are saying.
That's all. Not one powerful person or one person using his followers.
That's the reason why. Hold on, yeah. That's the more reason we should not also channel our energy to VDM. They should be checkmating.
No, I am not channeling my energy. I'm channeling my energy to VDM supporters that literally take him as a god over them. And
sorry. I love you. I'm following you. I'm gonna go out, but I love you and I cherish you, and I will follow you forever.
Thank you.
You see, only thing I want to tell my brothers and sisters, every one of Nigerians, our youth is let them ask VDM a question as a ratter. I was once a ratter until I decided not to abandon his idea. The question we need to ask VDM, let VDM let us know what he's fighting for.
Mr. Tikash, I will interject in the sense that I was saying something before you also interject me. Now, the thing is that I will somehow attack you in a way that is attack. I'm just saying it plain.
No, you've already said you are going to attack him. I'm going to drop you for that.
No, I want him to attack Mr. Ben, please, please.
No.
No. You should go. We don't attack people here.
You use the word I'm going to attack you.
People are like, I don't know how people think.
Wrong statement.
You keep on
no, it's not a wrong statement.
What is his job?
It's
is
not
he
a wrong,
fighting for Nigeria, or is he fighting for his own pocket?
Yeah, I feel you.
Let me tell him. You can return back tomorrow, but because you say you're going to attack, you say I have to warn you, I'm going to attack you. So for saying that, it's not okay. If you would have said it without saying it out, maybe I wouldn't have known. I would have allowed you to go through. But because you warned me already, it's not cool. So
50% low battery.
Tomorrow you can join us again. I want to close this live now. It's 1 o'clock. I want to thank you guys for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to our TikTok. It's very important to support a platform like this. Subscribe to our TikTok if you appreciate what we are doing. It is not mandatory. It can cancel anytime, but try to click that subscribe button on our TikTok and make sure you support a free platform where we do things that matters, educating our people to believe in themselves instead of relying solely on an influencer. VDM is an influencer and a content creator, nothing that, nothing else. Let's accept it and let's have peace. And again, our invitation for VDM stand. Thank you, Flora. You are always very kind. Our invitation to VDM stand. We invite you to come to this platform and talk. Thank you, Felix, for joining today. And thank you, Mr. Logic Man. Sir Cliff, I appreciate you. All of you guys on YouTube, Ike, Obi, thank you so much. Your comments are so self-hitting. I love it. Thank you. And we are leaving. If you're on YouTube and you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, our YouTube is actually growing. We have 3,000, I think 3,200 subscribers at the moment, which is very good. So we just need to make it grow so that we can have a community to air our view. Because currently, blogs are scared to talk about VDM in Nigeria. Think about it. Is that not dangerous?
God, definitely. That's crazy though, because they have been up in most that they don't know that there's a problem.
Blogs are afraid to talk about VDM, to talk about things they can call the president out. They can't call VDM. Again, VDM is indirectly the Minister of Information in Nigeria, whether you like it or not. He is the Minister of Information. So I thank you guys for joining. God bless and good night.
All right, good night. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone. I'm just trying to log off now, but my computer I've left it on since. Sorry, guys. I think I did it now.